like it's hanging, and you try to, don't wiggle it, because it gets stuck to your ass cheek. You need to take a shower now. Don't try to take a wipe and cup it. You've got shit ass, you need to jump in the shower. So I'm like, it's not timed. It's a 6-7 minute process. And then I get back to emails, text message, maybe watch something on Netflix, pass some boards on Candy Crush. I don't know. She's like, well, then why does it take you 45 minutes? It's not timed. I get up when every guy gets up. When my fucking feet fall asleep. Could be 30 minutes, could be 45. Depends how much water I had and how I'm sitting. She's staring at me. I'm like, what? What if your feet don't fall asleep? Then I check how dark the red circles are on my thighs from my elbows. She's a half of this wedding. So I think we have a healthy sex life. It's just you're so goddamn tired. Like, we had sex the other night. She looked at me like 15 minutes after. She's like, did we even kiss?
This is Cubs Radio.
Cubs Radio.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. We're live with the Knock 'em Dead Comedy Radio Show, broadcasting from the world-famous Governor's Comedy Clubs in Levittown.
Am I allowed to ask what you just said?
Yeah, if you want.
Just now?
Yeah.
All right. Why?
Why what?
Why don't you think we're doing that? The Deadpool?
The Deadpool?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Did you get negative feedback?
No.
Did you get yelled at?
No. Why?
What, you just feel bad all of a sudden?
Yeah.
Because I wanted to change my vote.
Yeah, I heard. To Rod Stewart? If you want to, go ahead.
No, I'm joking. He's got the clean bill of health.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I don't know, because
what?
I don't feel like promoting. I don't feel like talking about
There's
it all
nothing
the
to
time.
promote. You talk about it once.
Oh.
Once a
Yeah, but
day.
we want the pot to get bigger then, so we have to talk about it.
What
The
is it
musician
up to, $60?
Deadpool.
I'll take it. It's up to $60.
Is it really? Who else joined?
No, isn't it? I don't know. What's it up to?
$35.
I'll take $35.
I'll take $35.
I'll take $35.
Hey, hey, hey.
I can get a picnic basket.
Hey, hey, hey. So, we got a lot to talk about. Don't forget, what do we have tonight? Comedians on football, right?
I know you guys have big news to talk about.
Who? Comedians on football?
Yeah.
Yes.
You have no idea what I'm talking about, do you?
No.
It's official. They benched Eli.
What?
You didn't hear this?
No, when?
Check whatever you check.
This morning? I was on Bleacher Sports this morning, Bleacher Report this morning. I didn't see anything in that.
It's official.
Oh, no.
You serious? You really had no idea? You call yourself a
Just
Giant
this one
fan.
game, or for
No.
they're not going to use him anymore. They're just going to bench him and use the
benched.
next guy.
They're using. I forget the other guy's name.
Why? Because he's not playing well, or is there like some other reason? I know the guy. Peyton's little brother, I guess.
Wow.
That's how layman
Wow.
of a football fan I am. So yeah, so
Wow.
Peyton's little brother is benched.
What's the other guy's name? The other
Daniel
quarterback?
Jones.
Daniel Jones.
Is he good?
No, yeah, yeah. I mean, he's a
bad, right?
rookie.
Yeah. He's a rookie.
Well, why are they doing that to Eli? Did anything happen other than he's not as good as they want him to be?
Who?
Eli.
He's just 30,
Yeah, but
he's
is he-
9 years old.
But he didn't do anything like, I don't know, feel a girl up or something.
No,
He's just
no,
like-
no, no,
like
no,
all
no,
it
no,
is
no,
is
no.
he's not playing as well
He's
as
just-
they
yeah, he's
think
past
he
his
is.
prime.
And
No,
they
I
want to
didn't
bring
hear
up a
about
little
that.
guy. All right.
The
just wanted to
little
check.
guy. They want to bring up
the
a
little rookie.
Little fella. Little fella.
Little Peyton's little
He's
brother
only like 6'5". Bring up
get
the
him.
little fella.
is
Go get him,
too
champ.
old.
Go get him. See what you can do, Tiger.
And now we're going to bring up the little rookie.
The ball's yours, Tiger. Go out there and have some fun.
Probably 400 pounds and 7 feet
Everybody's
tall.
a winner, champ.
Just do your best. That's all we're asking. Go out there, Tiger, and get him. You bring up the little fella.
The little guy.
They're bringing out Patty Duke's son instead.
I didn't even hear about that. Now I'm going to cry.
You're going to cry?
Really? You love Eli that much?
Well, yeah, they won some Super Bowls with him.
2 Super Bowls.
Was it 2?
Yeah.
How old is he?
He's
that little
38,
guy?
39. Well,
Oh, you know,
little
that
guy-
is kind
the
of
little
old.
guy's 22.
And Peyton's little brother's 39.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I didn't watch this past week's game because I was at my kid's game. But the week before, it wasn't Eli's fault. It was really the defense's fault.
Right.
He really didn't come up big for him. And
I coulda sworn
they
I-
put enough points on the board.
Yeah.
This week, the defense kind of lapsed a little bit too, but I don't know, maybe. But Eli did throw 2 interceptions. However, one was a tipped ball off the hands of the receiver, so not exactly his fault there.
So we should do a Deadpool athletes.
Yes,
'Cause
who's
Eli's
getting
going to
benched?
commit suicide.
Well, here's the whole thing, and quickly, this is a cheap promo for comedians on football, which I'm not on tonight. I'm just promoting, the other show. You have.
I'd like to thank the Giants for giving comedians on football something really good to talk about
There's
tonight.
so much to talk about this week.
Yeah.
So, starting quarterbacks have been dropping like flies. So, Drew Brees,
Not Tom Brady.
Super Bowl champion for the New Orleans Saints,
Yes.
they were looking to contend again this year.
Yeah.
Out 6 weeks with a broken thumb.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
okay.
Ben Roethlisberger
Yeah.
out for the season.
Oh, no
Wait,
kidding.
who does he play for?
The Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah.
Two-time Super Bowl
He's,
champion.
believe
he's
so.
had some
least
sketchy
two.
past. That guy?
Ben
Yeah, a little bit.
Roethlisberger.
All right.
Yeah, Ben.
we don't have to talk about it. I just want to make sure I know the right guy.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't really know the sketchy pass. I know
Yeah, a little bit.
like he gets to bars and he kind of like
He kinda
grabs
has
on
his
women.
People
Yeah.
bring girls in.
Right. So Ben
What
Roethlisberger.
happened to him?
Elbow out for the season.
Wow.
The Jets
Yeah.
starting quarterback looking good. Second-year quarterback Sam Darnold
Yeah.
out with mononucleosis,
Oh, no.
What?
which is like the flu. Basically,
You, like-
he's just.
That's the kissing,
Yeah,
the
that's
kissing
what
disease.
14-year-olds get when they make out with their
However-
girlfriend.
That's why I'm shocked. I'm like, what? Out with mono? So
How-
but that's what? 2
You-
games?
No, no.
They said up to 6 games.
When you get
Really?
mono,
Missing.
that's why it's such a big deal. You feel like shit for months.
Up to 6 games. Could be 4,
Yeah.
could be 2.
Okay.
They have a bye week coming up too, so he only may miss 2 games because of the bye week as well. So anywhere from 2 to 6 games he may miss, right?
Mono.
Right.
It is funny.
But however, if mono affects the liver, and if he gets hit in the liver,
Oh, does it?
That
I
could-
did-
you
that
just
could
don't
complicate
feel
things.
well
Right.
for a really long time. It's like the
Okay.
cold that never ends. And your antibodies are so low that you usually end up getting all the other colds in the season, so it lasts forever.
So they start this quarterback, Trevor Simeon,
Okay.
who started for the Broncos. Not
who,
a bad.
who invented the machine?
Who invented the Simeon machine? Not a bad backup, right?
Okay.
Not a bad backup.
Yeah.
Started the game yesterday. Wasn't playing too well because the offensive line was atrocious. He was 3 for 6.
Ooh.
Then got hit in the leg. Well, actually got hit late, I think, by one of the Cleveland Browns. He's out. They have to bring in this kid, Justin Falk, who's nobody ever
Who's
heard
like the
of.
kicker.
He's from like Washington State and was drafted in the 6th round by the Redskins and cut last year. And
Holy moly.
the Jets, so they could barely move the ball. any ball he did throw a deep ball that was caught, but it was underthrown, so the receiver came back and got it. It was
I have a question.
Yes.
Layman's question.
yes, layman's question.
You know, like with baseball,
Yes.
how if you have a bunch of injuries on your team,
Yes.
you have these like little farm teams of good players that aren't
Yes.
quite ready.
Yes.
Does
Yes.
football do the same thing?
Falk was on that. Usually, you only
But,
activate
but
two
every team
quarterbacks.
has that. You could like bring
yes,
someone
it's
up
called
from
a
that.
practice squad.
Okay.
Right, but it's not as extensive as baseball.
Because I never heard of it. So
No,
does
no,
it
no, no,
happen
no.
ever?
Baseball has AAA, AA.
They're on the
single-
roster.
Right.
They're on the. They belong. The rights belong to the team. I'm not 100% sure if they get paid. If they do, it's very minimal.
Yeah.
And it's like emergency call-ups.
Right.
Sure.
But that's it.
But they do it. Like you've seen it done.
But they do it. I don't believe. I think they may even be able to sign other players off practice squads as well. Like, hey, we want that guy from the Redskins. They'll sign him. or
Gina
whatever.
Conjemi.
yeah.
Go
Sorry,
ahead.
go ahead. No, I was going to say Gina Conjemi-Coffey said that she had mono when she was 40. You slut.
Wow. Gina's a slut.
Maybe she gave it to this quarterback.
Gina Conjemi Coffin, licensed
Yeah.
slut with
Maybe she was making out with the football guy.
Mark White's watching.
Yep. got a call.
Mono Premier Properties.
It's Gina now. She's going to yell at
Good
Sal.
morning. You're live on the Mono Show. Hello?
On the what show?
The Mono Show.
Oh.
Who's
Steve
this?
Belanger, please.
I'm sorry, you what? You're looking for Steve Belanger?
Steve Belanger, please.
May I ask
I
you?
mean, this is Ken. You know this is my tell, but I
Yes.
mean, I thought this was comedians on football.
It is. It might be. But we're getting off of it. But they have a lot to talk about tonight. But I'm just giving you a preview of what they're going to talk about today.
And when did you have mono,
How
Ken?
crazy football's been.
I was just thinking I forget who it was that has mono, but like that just tells you how close to just being out of college. Like, does this dude have a girlfriend still in college? Is that
He
where the
might.
mono
He
came
might.
from?
Well, Gina said she got it at 40 years old, so maybe it isn't just for the 14-year-olds.
It's still the kissing disease, and we're going to make fun of Gina like crazy. That's
Yeah,
what
it'd
I
be
said.
weird if you got it from like your mom or dad or something, because it's really contagious.
See, Ken has it right now. He can't even speak.
Yes. What's going on?
I mean, I was just transitioning into the part where I sit here quietly and y'all
Oh.
talk and forget that
All
I'm on the
right.
phone.
And you forget that you're there.
well, there you go. Well,
I
Ken,
actually do love that. That happens. Like it happens probably mostly with Ken, but
Yeah.
sometimes with Derek. All of a sudden, Derek
I
will
was
say
gonna say
something.
Yeah,
that.
Derek happens a lot.
Happened with Derek too.
yeah.
Give us a little chorus of Back in Cleveland.
Eric, you're on. I can't sing. Have you noticed
Back
that you've
in
never heard me sing?
Cleveland.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're
I
welcome,
mean,
you're welcome.
I think we've noticed that, I haven't sung on anything that I write.
We have noticed that. And
Oh,
I was
yeah.
trying to make this an historic moment where you sang for the
Hey,
first
you're
time.
just a writer.
If I sing in here, anyone can sing anywhere.
Yeah, Ken.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I'll be the third or fourth or fifth person to join in singing with you, Sally, once other people are, but
You
I'm
don't
not
have
gonna,
to be the best
bust
singer.
it
You
off.
just have to sing with joy.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
She's going to be like, you don't have to be the best quarterback. You can just go out there and throw the ball.
Do the best that you can and not get hurt.
Let that little fella get out there.
Nobody will be mad at you.
Yep. So they're going to start Daniel Jones in week 3, which I'm so sad. There goes Eli.
Yep.
I still
End
say
of an era.
End of an era.
Does he have to stay there, or can he ask to be traded and
He
use somewhere
can
else?
ask to be traded, but he does have a no trade clause. But it's kind of hard. Like he's older. He's got 14 games left. If you go to another team right now, you have to learn their whole offensive playbook, which is not easy to do at any age.
The little guy's probably not going to do so well, and then Eli would be back next week.
Well, we hope the little guy does well because he's the quarterback of the future. For
Right.
them.
Yeah, that is true.
Oh, you know, Eric,
Yes.
I dropped this comment in before I walked away from my broadcast of y'all on my TV computer downstairs.
Y'all.
But how's the offensive line doing? Are they sucking or
The Giants' offensive line,
Yeah,
much
like,
more,
I mean-
much improved, much improved.
Okay.
Like I
So
said, it
it's
wasn't
not-
necessarily Eli's fault, but Shermer's offense wants you to really read the checkdowns fast, and Eli is not really that fast with the checkdowns. So I think they want to go with a younger, player.
Steve
So.
Belanger is watching.
Hi, Steve. We were talking about what
Steve.
you're going to be talking about tonight. You got a lot to talk about, buddy.
I mean, I did call and ask for Steve Belanger, and there he was, not being in the studio this morning.
I know. I wish he was in the studio this morning.
Yeah.
We got so, but then again, what is he going to talk about on Comedians in Football if we talk about it
There's
now?
so much.
But there is a preview. It's going to be a great show tonight. He's got a lot to talk about, including the debacle that is New York football right now. The debacle that is New York.
He should bring in a doctor and talk about mono.
The Buffalo Bills.
I'm a doctor.
You're a doctor? A doctor of what?
Biostatistics.
Biostatistics.
Okay, I don't have very many. I don't have a
Statistically.
lot of funny stories, but here's a funny story. Like, I got mail years ago. My kid's like 4 years old. Got mail from the school. That says Dr. and Mrs. Kenneth Pichelle.
Ha.
And he's like, what? And my wife goes, yeah, Daddy's a doctor. And my beloved 4-year-old goes, but he's not a real doctor. Thanks, buddy. Nothing like humbling from the mouths of babes. Well,
then you
I
smack
hate to
him.
be the one. Yeah, I hate to be the one responsible for freeing up the phone line so that Kenny S can call in.
Oh, for God. Please stay on as long as you'd like.
Hey, now, what are you talking about there? I can't believe that guy's got mono.
Outside mono my ass.
Oh, poor Kenny. I really loved seeing him lately. It's fun with him being in shows and stuff.
Is it really?
Yeah,
It's fun for who?
he's so funny.
Oh, my God.
He is before the show.
Yeah,
During
before the show and after the show, he's funny. But how about try
No, he's totally fine. He's good.
Doring? Anyway. All right, Ken, thank you for calling.
Bye, Ken.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Dr.
y'all.
Pichelle.
Yes,
Thanks, see ya.
See ya.
as Steve noted, Buffalo, I was trying to say before, the Buffalo Bills are 2-0,
Nice.
beating the New York Jets and the New York
right,
Giants
well,
to open the season.
All right, so and everyone's always like, "I'm a football. I'm a New York team too." So
I think-
maybe that'll just work out.
Well,
Maybe
yeah.
they'll finally have their time.
Yeah,
At this rate, though, the way quarterbacks are getting hurt, Rich Rader might be right.
yeah, you're right.
Jones will get a boo-boo.
I think we should call Ken Pichelle Doctor from now on.
Fine by me.
Hey, Doc.
Yep.
Fine by me. Well, anyway, watch Comedians on Football tonight, right here on Gov's Comedy.
Steve, who are your guests tonight? I was looking for it this morning. I couldn't find it. Who your guests are?
Gov's Comedy Club Radio.
Hi, Felix.
So watch that tonight because they have a ton to talk about and a ton of quarterback turnover and controversy. And the Saints look to be in good position though because they got Teddy Bridgewater as their backup. So he's pretty good. He's just got to get to learn the offense a little bit better because I think this is his. Oh no, this might be his second year there. Or first, it might be his first.
Well, how long does it take a rookie to get good?
Get good. Go out there and get good, champ.
Well,
Second year, they're probably not all that hot.
you can
first
watch
year.
all the film you want. It's a matter of when the defense has a rookie quarterback, they're putting in defensive schemes that they've never seen before. So they've got to get used to it. So once they get used to it, it's going to take a good season or so. You just got to get that experience.
Yeah.
I mean, Daniel Jones looked great in the preseason, but the preseason is a lot different than the regular season. So we're going to see.
Okay.
Anyway, so on my way in today, I was outside. I was walking in.
Yeah, I got to hear this, man.
This is amazing. So right next door to us, there is a drive-through deli,
A Dairy Mart.
a Dairy Mart.
It's even decorated like a cow.
Yes, a
With-
dairy cow.
Eggs and cheese and ketchup and salt on a Kaiser roll, like you can't even believe.
Oh,
Yeah, egg sandwiches.
why don't we FaceTime and walk over there? Ask them what happened over there. Ask them if
Probably
everybody's
don't
okay.
even know.
I don't even know if they knew.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh, sorry. Steve Belanger says John Butera and Kenny Ryan are on the show tonight.
Yeah, so it's going to be a great show. So check in tonight, Comedians of Football. They
Once
have a
again,
lot to
bringing
talk
back
about.
John Butera.
Yeah, once
Not
again.
you.
Well,
Oh.
that's okay.
Ooh.
I couldn't make it tonight anyway.
Moment of silence for Eric.
Yeah, we didn't even know where you were today. So, and that's why, like, we're all sitting here getting ready for the show to start, and we're like, where the hell is
I
Eric?
can't believe you didn't hear the screaming.
I didn't
they
hear
were
anything.
so loud.
And
All right, so
Eric,
let's
yeah,
go
Eric
back.
comes running in. He's like, "Did you hear that?" And we're
All
like,
right.
"What?"
So, all right, start from the very beginning.
So I come up and I'm walking outside and I was on my phone.
And
then all of a sudden I hear some
walking music.
Music.
Oh, is that what that is?
I'm not music. I hear some chatter, some chirping. I just thought it was guys being loud and having fun, like, hey.
Because there's a high school next door.
Right, there's a high school, so I just thought it was, somebody being loud. I couldn't even really tell what was going on, and I wasn't paying attention. So there's 2 lines at the Dairy Mart. There's 2 lines.
For cars?
Drive-through lines.
Drive-through lines.
cars.
Right, for the cars. So there's one for sandwiches and everything else, and there's one for no sandwiches. 'Cause
Oh, I didn't even
obvious-
know that.
Yes, you wait longer for sandwiches.
You don't see the sign that says Express?
No, I never
sandwiches,
cared because,
no.
I'm like on foot. I'm not going to get in my car and go there.
Right. Well, okay. Anyway, so there we go. So in the express line, apparently there was only 2 cars.
Okay.
2 black cars.
Racist.
Cars. So, all of a sudden, Teresa and her guests come out, Sarah Martin and somebody else, Eric.
Eric.
Something. They walk out, and I'm like, hi. And they're like, what's going on over there? I'm like, I don't know what's going on. They're like, oh my God, they're fighting. There's 2 guys, one younger guy, one older guy.
You're talking about the 2 cars. One was an older guy, one was a younger guy.
One was a young guy. The young guy was in front. The older guy was in the back. They're screaming at each other.
Out of their cars.
Out of their cars. They're out of their cars. They're screaming at each other. And I'm going, oh my God. So I ran back. I'm like, oh, let me check this out. They were so loud. You didn't hear it at all?
Didn't hear a
No,
thing.
not at all.
Wow. So I'm going, they're yelling at each other. Fuck you, F you, F you, F you, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
So you couldn't tell, based on what they were saying, what they could have been fighting about. It was just cursing.
Apparently, the guy behind
The old guy.
was bothered by the amount of time he had to wait to
Okay.
get to.
So he should be yelling at the deli.
Right, so he's now yelling at the kid. I guess maybe he either bumped the car or yelled at the
Oh.
kid. I'm not sure exactly how it happened. So anyway, the kid gets out. They're yelling at each other. The deli workers are in between. Calm down, calm down, calm down. The old guy's yelling at him, fuck you up, F you up, blah, 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 blah. The other kid's yelling at him, F you, I'll kick your ass, old man, blah, 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 blah. However, during this whole thing...
Where were you standing?
Right
during
here,
this?
right at the corner. Right,
Okay.
right on the grass. They're yelling
You're
at each
just
other.
watching.
Oh, I was
Like
just
this,
watching.
you're like
I was
this.
laughing. So the young kid then turns to the old man. Well, not turns, but says to the old man, F you Hillary supporter. I'm not sure
Wait,
what kind
the
of...
old guy said that to the young guy?
No,
No,
the
the
young
other
guy
way
said
around.
it to
Okay.
the old guy.
All right.
But I'm not sure exactly why that was...
Like there was no bumper
There was
stickers
no
on
bumper
the old
stickers
guy?
that said I'm with Hillary or I'm with her. None of that. So I thought that was an odd insult.
Yeah, and
I think
the
insult-
election was 3 years
right.
ago.
Then
It's so weird. It's like,
Yes.
fuck you George Clooney fan. Like,
Yes.
what does that have anything
Very
to
odd.
do with anything.
and then he said, "I'm gonna take your daughter and F her in her A."
No way.
Wait.
But
old guy, your young guy said that.
Old young guy said that to the old guy, but I didn't see. There was nobody in the car. Like it was just the
Right.
old guy. So I don't think the guy may even doesn't even have a daughter.
Or these guys know each other.
I don't think they knew each other. So
It's crazy.
so then they're like, "You want to go? You want to go? Let's go. Let's do something. You want to go?" And as soon as the young kid said, "Well, let's go into the parking lot," what is the difference? Why don't you just start fighting? So I'm like, all right, they don't. Now they're setting terms of the fight.
So now he's willing to get out of the way so other people can get their sandwiches while they go fight.
And the old guy didn't say anything odd, right? Just typical fuck yous, right? It was the young guy that keeps saying the Hillary thing and the daughter thing.
The young kid was yelling louder, and the young kid was like, "It's a line. You gotta wait. You just gotta wait. Blah 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 blah. You just gotta wait."
Yeah.
So I don't know. The old man was upset, probably, and he wasn't old. He was probably like our age.
I was about to ask how old and how young.
It's like our age,
was
and the kid was like
49.
young, probably early 20s, mid 20s.
Right.
So the kid goes, "Let's go into the parking lot." The guy goes, "Okay, but let me get my cigarettes first."
What the hell?
So I'm like, so Sarah's out there. She's getting all upset. She's like, "Should we call the cops?" Because the kid rips out of the drive-thru, and people could be walking past there.
Yeah.
Rips out of the drive-thru, skids and stops right in front of Gov's on the corner.
Oh.
Gets out with a wrench
Come on.
and starts walking towards the car. I can't believe you didn't hear any of this. gets out with a wrench and starts walking towards the car and go, "Come on, let's go right now, motherfucker." Blah, 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 blah. So then they're like, "Stop, there's cameras here, you're on camera." He goes, "I don't care, call the police, I don't care if I'm on camera, this guy's a dead man, blah, 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 blah."
Are you making this part up?
I swear to you. I swear to you. So the guy, the deli walks the cigarettes out to the guy. It was like 4 packs. They must have known one of them because they knew exactly what kind of cigarettes he wanted. So they walk the cigarettes out, they give it to him. And you people are so slow.
What's he complaining about
I
now?
don't know. What does that mean?
Mark, we still have another hour and a half. I'm going to get to your announcement. I saw you posted it. Calm down.
Yeah, calm
Bonnie
down.
said she's going. You know, this is not the Mark White show.
Yeah.
Get me a wrench, damn it.
So then the kid walks back to his car, peels out again, and then parks in a spot, like right over there.
What made him turn around? He just did that on his own.
They were like, calm down, calm down. The guy's like, I'll be right there. The kid peels out, and then the guy got his cigarettes, got in his car.
took
Actually, he got in his car before the kid came out with the wrench.
Okay.
So he was in his car. I'm like, oh, this kid's going to hit the car with the wrench. I'm
Yeah.
like, this is what's going to
Smashed
come
the
next.
windshield, yeah.
So then the guy just pulled out and left. And the kid was stuck. Yeah, you better drive away, you pussy. I knew you weren't going to fight. Next time you wait. I'm like, all right.
he's gone.
So I'm like, all right, that's over. Then that's when I came in. I can't believe you didn't hear it.
Didn't hear a
It
thing.
was so loud. It was great.
Damn.
It was great. But Sarah's like, should we call the cops? I'm like, no, they're not doing anything. Once they started
The
setting
wrench thing was a little concerning.
Nah, but there were so many people, and he stopped. If he kept coming forward, then but he got out, took about maybe 10 steps, and the car was like another 15 steps away, and nobody was stopping him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Rich
nobody was.
said it was his son-in-law.
It was.
It's like those ball players when they have those bench clearing brawls. Like
Yeah.
the ones that like stay back, wait
Right.
for somebody to hold them back when they get all tough.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
but nobody was even holding this kid back. So he took about 10 steps away from his car. The other guy's car was about 15 steps away.
Right.
He wasn't advancing at all. I'm like, this is not going to happen.
Right.
And I was just laughing. I wanted to make some more jokes. Oh, then, yeah, that's right. He said, I'm going to F your daughter in her A. I'm like, I heard she doesn't like that. And Sarah's like, yeah, I think she's just, straight up kind of girl.
You should have grabbed Sarah and said, and here she is.
Yeah.
If I knew her better, I would have, but I just met the girl.
Yeah, you would have shoved me in the road.
She likes it in the
like,
butt.
here it is.
Bend over right now.
Mark said, shut up and let him tell the story.
You shut up.
They did let me tell the story.
Yeah.
So-
Hello, Zestos.
So, yeah, I thought that was pretty exciting. I thought it was
That's cool.
Oh, this is great. And then I walk in and they're like, where you
And
been?
we're like, what are you
You didn't
doing?
hear this?
And you're
hear a
like,
thing.
how did you not hear that?
Damn,
Yeah.
too bad it wasn't after 11. Then we could have FaceTime and could have watched it.
Yeah. That would have been funny. I should go over there now and get the story and come back.
And the poor
That's what I
place
just said
next
But I'm
to
not
door.
gonna. I don't want to FaceTime without
Why
asking
not?
them.
So ask them.
The
Can
deli
we
guys
FaceTime?
just like really actually lost 2 customers because neither one of them are going to want to come back here because they're going to be afraid of the other guy. So the deli guys are like, great.
And it looked like it could have been a racial thing, because
Why?
the front kid, the young kid was white.
Yeah.
The older man looked like he was of
Mark White.
no, he looked like he was of Indian descent,
Oh, boy.
maybe Middle Eastern or something.
Oh,
So it
boy.
could have been a racial thing. I'm surprised none of that came out. Like you
Ask one
son
of the
a
deli
bitch.
guys to come in and tell us their eyewitness account.
Why don't you tell
We just had
Obama?
an eyewitness.
Well,
account.
true. Yeah, you're right.
But we don't know
Yeah,
why
but I don't know how it started. That's the
Yeah.
thing. I thought it was just like chatter between like high school kids, like being loud. I'm like, all right, yeah, I wasn't really paying attention. Then Sarah's the one. Then I was talking to Sarah and Teresa and Eric, and then Sarah's like, they're fighting. I was like, what? Where? They're fighting.
Well,
Hi,
she's
Rob,
a
hi,
filmmaker.
Ken.
I know. She got a film out. She got a camera out.
She did get it out.
She's like, I'm still filming.
Hey, Zestos.
Somebody called the cops, but
Oh,
I'm
maybe I
filming.
could tell her to send us the footage and we'll play it.
Oh.
Oh, good idea.
You got her number?
No, but I'm
But
friends
she
with her on
still didn't see
Facebook.
the beginning.
You're friends with her on Facebook.
Facebook.
Wow.
She asked me to be in a movie. She said, "You're much much more handsome in person."
Well, the
Did
sun
a
was
lot
in the
out
sun was in
there
her
in
eyes.
the 7 minutes they left.
The sun was in her eyes. She couldn't see well.
Let me say, "Hi, Sarah. Can you send me the footage of the fight you taped?"
Tell her to send it now. So can you send it to me right now? Damn it!
Right now.
You recorded. I gotta stop saying.
Can you send? Can you send me the footage? Can you send me the footage of the fight? Yeah.
She probably thinks she has like some hot new movie thing. She's not going to give it to you.
You're right. You
She's
signed
like,
this
could go-
release.
no, Eric, this could go viral.
No, it wasn't that bad. I don't think it's like a viral thing.
Maybe she's making a documentary, and she needs it.
On
But I go,
breakfast
wait a
mart
minute.
places.
I go, Sarah Martin? She goes, yeah. I go,
Why do I know that name?
I don't know. We're friends on Facebook. I've never met her before, but somehow we had so many mutual friends. I don't know if I friended her or she friended me. But I'm like, I go, you look so different in person. She goes, yeah, a lot of people say that. I go, I thought you were a lot taller. She goes, that's what everybody says. That's what everybody says. View profile on Facebook. Sarah Martin, we love you. Oh, maybe that's why I friended her. Look. Woo!
Yeah, probably.
I think I didn't recognize her when she was in here, Teresa. I think I've crossed paths with her before. We have a ton of mutual friends.
Are you mutual friends with her? Oh, are you friends with her now?
I am not friends with her,
Oh.
but we have a ton of mutual friends.
Billy Geyer, Greg DiFilippo, Vinny Mara, Teresa, Chris Monty. Yeah, there's a lot of mutual friends we have. 31 mutual friends. So I don't know how. I must have requested her. Because, you know me. I love to be in movies. I'm a movie star. Anyway, so that's the fight. So that was some exciting news. I'm like, oh, this is awesome. I have more than to talk about than the football. than the football.
You didn't even know about
You
the
didn't even
football.
know about the football.
I didn't even know about the football, but I was on Bleacher Report this morning. It must have came out after I got off. Because usually I get up, I wake up, I check Facebook, I check Bleacher Report, take a crap, get the kids ready, and then while the kids are ready, I fool around on my phone a little bit, and then I put it away, and then I go do the office thing, take a shower, do whatever.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I didn't even know. I didn't even go back on. No, I did not. Eric, did you watch T's show? Let's just say you'll certainly be interested in some aspects of Sarah's movie. Why? There's nudity? Is that why? I like nudity.
Yeah, I think there is actually.
Oh, I like nudity. Hold on. Let's see. She just responded. Did she send it? Yes, she sent it.
Did she really?
Yes. All right. So,
Screen mirror that shit.
All right. Hold on.
Excuse me. Jeez.
All right. We're gonna screen. We got to change the camera angle.
What?
We got to change the camera angle.
That's what you said. Mirror it.
I am, but we got to change the.
Oh, is that set up?
It is.
Hold on.
Camera one.
Were we able? All right. Hold on. Screen mirror. Govs Radio. How do I make this bigger?
Oh, we don't have.
Hold on.
He's got to turn the sound up. On his phone.
All right, I will. Oh, she didn't get that much. She got 27 seconds.
Oh, is that you?
No, that's her. That's the other Eric. All right, so that's the other Eric. There's the Dairy Mart, and you'll see the two black cars in a second. See the pink shirt guy and the young guy. Oh no. The pink shirt guy is a deli worker. All right, here, hold on a second. Let me go back.
Because he seems pretty calm.
Oh, they're over here.
So this is the young kid. I don't know. Oh, this is
That's the girl that works there.
deli worker.
Yeah.
This is the young kid. That's a deli worker. That's the old guy.
Okay.
So this kid was saying, "Don't come up on me." I forgot about that part. I don't know what that meant. Maybe he was riding. I should really go next door and find out why. But then this, when I was describing before, this kid peeled out, ripped right here.
Right.
Then he got out, walked to about here. This guy was already in the car when he had the wrench.
And he didn't move?
He didn't move.
Right.
He was either already in the car or got in the car.
Yeah.
Then when the guy peeled out again, he peeled out this way and pulled right here and waited for him. He then pulled out and just went this way. And then that's when he was outside his car screaming about what a P word he was. So there you go. So that's.
Well, keep it going.
I'm gonna. Hit me. Hear him saying that?
I don't.
Oh, okay. All right. Now I heard. Okay, so he said, you got to wait like everybody else. You got to wait like everybody else. He's like, F you, sandwiches are on the other side. Because you see where it says
See it,
express
Sally?
up here?
Yeah.
And the other side, it has an arrow that says sandwiches.
Right.
So I guess this guy was
Getting
ordering
a sandwich on that side. Right.
And he got pissed off. Because he didn't.
Right, because you saw him at one point turn, and he turned around and pointed that way. So
Right.
You got to go that way.
Right, okay.
Yeah,
Pull out of the parking lot. Like, why not just fight right there? What's the difference? And that's it.
Play it again.
Okay, I'll play it again. We missed the Hillary supporter insult, though.
I don't know.
No, not yet. Why pull out of the parking lot? Just go right now.
I know.
That's when I knew when things were going to happen. You hear me? I go, why pull out of the parking lot? Why just not go right now?
I like the deli girl. Stop. Just stop.
Just stop.
Stop it.
So there you go. There's the fight. There it is. That was the fight this morning at the drive-through deli right here, right next to Governor's. Things happen at Governor's all the time. Well, there's poor Eli. Now, this is the way it should have happened, though.
About poor Eli?
Oh,
Poor Eli got
man.
benched.
Rich Rita.
Rita.
I'll bet the Indian guy will find a new deli.
Oh.
It's very smart. I love smart humor.
Nothing like dad jokes.
That's good, man.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah, that was
Sorry,
really good.
I like it.
hate that I liked it so much.
I tell you, Rich Rada, I was hanging out with Rich Rada a lot at the ping pong game. I really like that guy. He's
Yeah.
a good
Me
guy.
too.
Yeah,
Yep.
he's a good guy. I told him he's welcome back anytime.
Sure, why not?
And Kristen, I said, Kristen, where the hell you been? She goes, I'm busy. I said, come in. She goes, I will.
Tinsley?
Tinsley, yeah.
How's
Like-
she doing?
She's
well,
doing
she
well.
probably just started, the year up with. Is she still a bus driver?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. But she's
Probably a
doing
little
well.
busy right now.
Wow, sure was right in your backyard. Yeah, it was. It was right there in the backyard. So that was some crazy stuff right there. So that was the fight. The fight between over which line to get in for your deli sandwich. But the line for the deli sandwich line was long. So the guy was probably
So he doesn't think he was confused. He thinks he just went to the Express to get a sandwich.
yes,
Yeah.
because he didn't want to wait.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
what should have happened is the deli shouldn't have made that guy wait there. What they should have said is, all right, this is express only. Pull up to the front,
Yeah.
and we'll get you
Yes.
your sandwich.
Yeah,
but
just
next
go over
time,
there.
Right, that's what I'm
please go
saying.
to
He
the
should have been
sandwich
yelling
line.
at the deli, not.
Yeah, and don't
Right.
do that again.
Right.
Here, I'll meet you over there, but don't do that
Right.
again.
Kind of like the McDonald's drive up, whatever. When
Yeah.
they say, okay,
Right.
pull forward because you had a
Exactly.
special
when they have like
request.
17,000
Right.
orders.
Right.
Right. Right.
I'm going to go over and find out what the fight was about.
I think you
how it
should.
really started. All right, I'll go. I'll be back.
Well, find out if they want to either come in or if they can go on FaceTime. And if they do, call me on FaceTime and we'll
Okay.
put it on the screen.
All right, I'll go find out what the fight was started. You guys proceed to talk about what you'd like to talk about.
Okay.
Thanks for letting us know
I hope
that.
I don't get into
Yeah, right. No, we'll just sit here and wait.
No,
Because you guys can't talk about the fight because you didn't see it.
we'll just
Okay.
wait
I
for more
can't believe you
instruction.
didn't hear it. It was so
I
fucking
didn't hear
loud.
a thing.
All right, let me go.
All right.
Now what do we do?
I don't know. But what
Try
we
to
do?
talk without me. Talk about flowers.
Oh my God.
Flowers. World peace. We'll talk about world peace.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, I need my keys to get back in.
Nope. Here
Oh.
comes a phone call.
Oh, thank God.
We were so worried.
You're live on the air. Who's this?
All I wanted was my 4-pack of Newport, and this guy had to come chasing after me. I do not understand why he has to come after me with a wrench. And all I can see is Eric S. name just standing there doing nothing. He's just watching me, and all I wanted was my Newport.
He
And
didn't
he's
come
got-
to your aid.
No, he did no help. He did not help me whatsoever. It is
Nope.
very, very bad.
How do you like that guy? If it was me, I would have saved you some sheet.
I know you, Mr. Tony Walker. You're a stand-up man. You're a very good guy.
Well, I don't stand up very well. I just kind of lean a little bit, but yes, I still would have tried to save you.
That is last time I buy my Newports at the Laughing Cow.
The laughing cow.
Aren't the cows sacred? You shouldn't be buying cigarettes from there.
No, it is very sacred. We get everything from the cow. The cow is the mother, and you support the Newport. Very good. And all I wanted to do was go. I had to work. I told you I had to drive for a living, and this guy is ordering sandwiches in the wrong line.
I
Yep.
hate that.
God damn it. Okay, listen. No more about the hogwash about me and the kid who wants to insult me because I voted for Hillary Clinton.
I will try to bring Eric back. I can't speak for his actions.
Yes, you got to come and help me. You have a good day. I got to get back. I got a lot of things to do.
Thank you, Samshit.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye now. Enjoy your cigarettes. See, there you go. First-hand account from Samshit. It was nice to see him. I didn't know what he looked like. So it
No,
was nice.
now that we know.
I'm gonna make sure I'm in the right line when I see him.
And his son-in-law.
That's right, and his son-in-law. So,
Ken Friedberg's like, yay, let's talk about Eric. Oh, so Ken Bichelle said that he feels bad because he didn't talk about how great Jam was last night.
Jam was pretty great last night. It was great jam.
Yeah, we had the Bee Gees on.
Well, not the actual Bee Gees.
They weren't?
No, that was not Barry Gibb.
Oh,
It was
thought it was Maurice.
It was a close similarity,
Yeah,
but it was not the Barry
he was
Gibb.
working the whole hairstyle and everything.
Yeah, he definitely had the Barry Gibb look. He had like a rock star shirt on. He had the whole look. I would definitely think like from a distance. See, it fell again. From a distance I would think if I was like 50 feet away, I would do a double take. Like, is that Barry Gibb?
Yeah,
over there?
especially because he had like the disco shirt on. If he was like walking down the road with that swagger.
Calm down there, Sally.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was fun. Good show.
Yeah, the New York Bee Gees, they're called. Peter is the guy's name. He plays the Barry Gibb role, so he sings most of the tunes. And then the girl singer, Tammy? I think her name was Tammy. What
yeah,
a
she was
voice.
fantastic.
They did some of the Barry Gibb Barbara Streisand tunes, and she rocked it, man. She was great. Oh, and then Pete Pete was the Barry Gibb guy, and then Mike, thank you, the guitar player. There was three people from the band, Tammy, Peter, and Mike. We failed to mention on Jam last night that this guitar player, Mike, he was talking about a heavy metal band that he's in called Riot. I'm a mess.
Barbara Mandrell opens for them.
A band called Riot. They've been around since the 80s. I do believe they're huge in other parts of the world, but they're still known in the heavy metal world in this country. But he just earlier this year he was voted into the Heavy Metal Music Hall of Fame.
Mike was.
Mike,
Cool.
that's what I said.
Yeah, that's
Mike,
great.
the guitar player.
Well, he
tremendous
should be.
guitar player. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Great guy. So we failed to mention that last night on Jam. So Joe said he would post it. I said I would mention it on here. Heavy Metal Music Hall of Fame, which I did not know there was one. But he said that they actually don't have a building yet, but they have ceremonies. They give out awards. So I don't know if they plan on building a building. Building a building.
Building a building. Like
Building
to
a
build
building.
a building.
Building a building. Building a building. Building a big Bob the Builder. So that was cool. He said, they had a big ceremony. He had to give, his induction speech. He's up there on the podium. He looks down. There's Black Sabbath, right there in the front row. He's like, oh, my God. Just like that. Oh, my God. So there you go. Yeah, so Jam, great show last night. It was nice to have Joe back. It's every other Monday. Leapfrogging with the Wirt, another great show. So Joe will be back September 30th.
Yes. Yeah, I hope so. Yeah.
He better be.
He better
Had
be.
enough time off.
Yeah, he
Damn
took
it.
like the whole summer off, it seems. So, yeah, that'll be good.
Yeah. All right, but speaking of music,
Yeah.
Jan Close, ladies and gentlemen. Our friend Jan Close, who was nice enough to talk to us on the phone, we played a lot of his music. He actually reached out to me, and he said, would you like to play my new song?
Oh.
He has a new song out. It's a new video.
Is it a video? You want me to grab it over there?
No, I'll mirror it. Oh, I see what you're saying. You want to put it on the camera?
Yeah.
Should we do that? I'll do it. You got it? All right, go ahead.
do it.
All right, cool. I don't know if we should wait for Eric, though, but
That's all right. He can watch it.
I'm sure we'll play it again.
Okay, go.
All right, so this is Jan Close and I forget the other lady's name, but I'm sure we'll see it in a second. The song is called "Love You the Most." Sally's getting all sappy. I hope it works. Jan Close and Alicia Madison, "Love You the Most." Oh, look at all the happy, pretty women. That Jan Close is getting all the girls. Hey, I have that shirt, don't I? Look at that guy. He looks like Eric. Oh, who's that girl, Jan Close? Oh, she's picking his nose.
That's why he loves her the most.
Oh. Now, who's that guy? Oh, so they're hugging. Was Jan Close's zipper open? Did you see that? Oh, there's a lot of girls here. What's going on here? Oh.
I think his shirt button was a little, like, opened up, not the fly.
Oh, yeah? Alicia Madison. Oh, what's going on here?
They're loving each other the most.
Oh. Is that Nancy Travis? Didn't it look like her?
Who's Nancy Travis?
Come on. That's not Alicia Madison. She's got some hotness. Is she together with Jan Close?
No, much like the other singer that he had on in the last video.
I don't know. He gets around that Jan Close. Oh, look at that. He jumped into the pool.
Hope he doesn't have a cell phone in there.
That Jan, he's crazy. Oh.
I got the scoop and food.
Oh, nobody. Why didn't you FaceTime?
Because they didn't want it. They were busy.
We're playing. Jan Close asked us to play this.
Really? I don't want to hear it.
Check out the girl. She's hot.
I already said that. She's hot.
Oh, did you? I would swear that was Nancy Travis, though, before.
The actress?
Yeah.
Maybe. Look, Mark White. Jealous?
Oh, he asked us the other day to mail him rolls.
Oh, really?
Baby.
Wow. What's that motherfucker?
Who are these guys? Who are these people? Where'd they come from? Jan Close, what is going on here? Yeah, see, it is her. And Gary Cole. Are they married?
Wow.
I didn't realize that was Gary Cole before. Who are these people?
Oh.
We got to get Jan Close on the phone. All right, but I want to go back though. Sally, don't
Wow.
Don't come off that screen yet. I want to go back. I would swear his zipper was open before.
No, I think his shirt was just like there was like a gap in between the buttons of the shirt, and it was a little gappy.
Gappy.
Who is John Bonamassa?
But I don't think it was his fly.
Joe Bonamassa is a guitar player.
Oh.
Great guitar player.
Oh.
Does blues, does some hard rock. He's great. All right, skip ahead. All right, is it playing again? Oh, calm down.
Oh, good. Love You the Most soundtrack. What is this from?
I have no idea. I would swear his it sure looked like his fly was open.
It's a little low.
Yes, I know. Not a a bad song. I liked it. Yeah, look, he's hanging all over her. Look at him. It's not open, but it's like a different. It was all. Yeah. See, now who was that guy? I don't understand who these people are.
Probably from the movie or TV show, whatever this is from.
Oh, is that
soundtrack?
Oh, so maybe Nancy Travis and Gary Cole. Oh, yeah. See, it looked like it was open there. It's not, but it looked like it.
No.
Oh, so they're from this whatever this movie or show is. Oh, so these are all scenes from the movie.
Yeah. I could bookies.
Yeah. See, yeah. What did it say before? Married Young? Is that what it was called?
Yeah.
Married Young soundtrack presents. Oh, okay. All right. Well, there you go. That's the latest from Jan Close. He personally asked us to play that for him.
Wow. Thank you, Jan.
Yeah, I thought that was cool. I don't think it's an
called? Jan
exclusive.
Close?
He didn't call. He emailed me last night, and he said, "Would you play this new video of mine? It's called Love You Most." I said, "Okay."
Oh, some sheet
sure. What?
Some sheet called.
Some sheet called. He was upset. He was just trying to get his cigarettes, and some guy has to get in his way.
All right. I've got exclusives.
Hang on, Mark White. I've told you this before. We have to play. We have to talk over it because it's copyrighted material that we don't have permission to play on
Actually,
social
we did
media.
Have permission to play it.
Yeah, but not the record
Facebook
company,
doesn't know
not the
that.
publishing copyrighted laws. So they will mute it if their algorithms show that it was played. So we throw off the algorithms by talking over it.
By
'cause
yapping.
So we have to. Unfortunately, we have to do that.
Yeah, so stop being mean.
Yeah,
Mark Mean White.
That's why we're always playing live clips and asking for in-studio performances because the only way we can play the actual recordings is if we talk over it.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
if it says
Mark.
official video, then that's when we get muted.
Yeah, Mark.
So if you want to hear the song without us yapping, go to YouTube and type in Love You the Most by Alicia Madison and Jan Close.
Yeah, Mark.
Jeff Boche says yes. If there's anything we can take away from today's show is that the Indians love Hillary Clinton, and I want a close-up of a man's crotch.
All right, so exclusive.
Okay. And then I have something and a surprise for you.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it somebody naked?
Nothing close to that.
Damn it.
Sorry.
Then I don't care.
All right.
All right. Apparently, this is how the fight started.
Okay.
Oh, so they do know.
They do
I thought
know.
you said they were too busy.
No. They talked to me, but they wouldn't go on FaceTime.
Okay, got it.
Plus, then I had to order a sandwich to get more stuff because it was creepy that I was just standing there. Because you know how weird I feel. I'm like, oh, well, I'm here. I'll get a sandwich. So what else happened?
You
Yeah,
have
that's
this
why.
innate feeling of not wanting to bother someone.
Yes.
That like most people don't have.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, so it cost me $5 to get this exclusive, but I got
You
this
feel
exclusive.
better giving the $5.
Yes.
Can
rather
you
than
name your
being a bother.
source?
No, the source cannot be named
Okay.
Why?
because I don't know their names.
Oh, all right.
So, the kid does this all the time. He comes to the express line to get a sandwich because he doesn't want to wait on the sandwich line. The owner of the deli is the guy in the pink shirt.
Okay.
Who is in between them.
Yeah. That's why I thought you were saying that was a kid. I'm like, no, that's
He
the guy
allows
who
this
works
kid
there.
to do this all the time.
Why?
I don't know. However, the deli guy was like, yes, what we do is when they order the sandwich, we tell them to please pull around, we'll bring it to them when it's done. But my boss will be... So I was like, oh, so you do tell them to pull around
Yeah,
and you'll
it's
bring
smart.
it. He goes, yeah. He goes, that's the whole point. He goes, we never have a problem unless my boss is here. So that's number one. Number two, the guy in the second car said, is this going to be much longer? The kid then jumped out of the car and started screaming at the guy behind him.
Yeah. So the kid does it all the time, and the kid gets yelled at all the time. So he was ready to go.
Number 3.
Number 3.
The kid did it yesterday to another person. This person was about 6'5".
Wow.
The kid then took off after saying he was going to fight in the parking lot.
Yeah. Didn't pull out the wrench that day.
Didn't pull out the wrench that day. In fact, the guy went after him looking for him and stayed around the deli for a while in case the kid came back.
Wow.
That's how mad he got that guy.
Wow.
Number 4 or 5. I forgot what we're on.
3. Does the owner know this? The guy in the pink shirt? Like, does he know?
Apparently, yeah.
All right. What?
Number
Weirdo.
3 or 4 or 5. The kid also recently picked up the garbage can in front of the deli and attempted to throw it at another car.
Yeah, so someone else can
Something's
pick up his
wrong
ass.
with this kid.
Why are they serving him?
I don't know, but something's wrong with this kid.
There's nothing wrong with this kid. This is a kid that's trying to cash in on Bagel Guy, and he's trying to get famous too.
Oh,
Maybe.
You think that?
Maybe. I don't know. However, they also said that this kid is suing the town for getting into a fight or something like that. They got a lawsuit against the town. Maybe this kid's just looking for, I don't know what this kid is doing, but he's a troublemaker.
Maybe he found some law, like you can't have express line or something else, and you could always go there, like, and he's like testing it or something.
Yeah, so that is, Ken sent us a song too.
Yeah, I have it played.
Oh.
I have it queued up here. He said we never played it. I thought we did.
Which one? No, we only played Back in Cleveland and
The Cold Spring Harbor thing.
the Cold Spring Harbor
I thought
one.
we did play this.
sworn
No,
we
and then,
did another
no,
one.
yeah, we did. We played the Thorn one.
Oh, so this is another
the
one.
Sit
Okay.
on My Thorns. Or whatever it's called. I forgot.
All right, so this is
Sounds
called.
pointy.
So the little prick's a troublemaker, basically.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he
Well-
carries a wrench in his car because he deals with this all the time.
And, number 5. Or 6.
No, I think you're on 5.
All right. The guy in the
Other car.
other car came back with a bat looking for the guy.
No,
Because
way.
he goes, I didn't have anything in my car. That kid came out with a wrench, so I had to go get something. That's why he left. And he came back with a bat.
Wow.
So this kid's going to get in big trouble one day.
We got to start doing our show outside so we can see all this.
I know.
He must come by the same time every day.
Do you want me to get like a lawn chair and I'll just wait for him?
Yes.
I'll just sit in a lawn chair?
10:45.
Yes.
This
Sit
is
out
an
there tomorrow.
exclusive. This is a KDC exclusive.
So every other day when the owner isn't there, they just ask him to pull up.
Yes.
But they still let him go through the express line.
Yeah, you can order the sandwich, but you still have to wait for it. So they tell him to pull around.
I
But it
wouldn't,
makes the workers do extra work, like running around the corner to get some guy freaking sandwich.
I
Get in
wouldn't
the other
serve this
line.
guy. You're causing too much trouble here. Get lost.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, you're live on the Knock 'em Dead Comedy Radio Show. Who this be?
Hello, Knock 'em Dead comedy radio show. This
Hey,
is
Rick.
Who be this?
Rick Beck.
What's happening? What's happening?
How are you?
Wait, guys, are we in a new era of people trying to get internet famous by being assholes in public
Yes.
places?
Yes.
I would
You guys
guess
see what
so.
Tony
Exactly
did.
where we
That's
are.
where
Yes.
That's where we're headed as a society. Good to know.
Unfortunately.
Excellent. I wanted to just call in briefly. I saw Hustlers over the weekend, so I wanted to talk about it with you guys. Did anybody see Hustlers?
No, I'm not even sure
What's
if I
in
heard
it?
of it.
Who's in it?
Jennifer Lopez. I don't think she's done a movie for a while, but this was like
Shame.
I don't know. This kind of struck me as a comeback for her because she was great in it. So this
Really?
is a movie about about strippers
Yeah, I heard about
who
it.
drug rich guys into this kind of like hallucinatory state, and then they take their credit card
Yeah.
and spend a ton of money at the bars, and they get a commission off of that. So it's
Okay.
a pretty messed up idea, but it's actually based on a true story. It was happening in the early 2000s. 2010s. I think it was after the recession
Right.
in 2008. Because these strippers were all like not making money anymore. People in the big offices and businesses didn't have money to spend at the clubs, so they
Right.
had to basically they forced guys into it, which is it's pretty weird. It's a good movie though. I thought it was pretty good.
Who else is in it?
I
Excellent
never.
acting. Constance Wu.
All right.
She's from Crazy Rich Asians.
Yeah.
That's all I know her from.
Right. And Jennifer
Um,
Lopez
but I'm
does
sure
not
she's
get
done other
naked in
things.
it, correct?
Jennifer
She
Lopez
does
is
not
like
get
the madam or
completely
something, right?
naked.
Like, is Jennifer
A little
Lopez
bit.
like? Yeah, she's like kind of like the boss lady.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's her idea to do all this stuff. So she takes the drug and makes it a little weaker, so that she's not going to kill anybody. But they still
That's
get into a
thoughtful.
lot of crazy situations from it. And the whole movie, I would say, there's only one thing I didn't like about it. It felt a little anticlimactic. I thought it was going to be I thought they were going to get into slightly crazier situations.
Right.
And then it kind of just, to me, it felt like it just ended. It ended realistically,
Right.
but it wasn't, I don't
Where
know.
the strippers went to
fun
jail, right?
Wore off.
And then they had to do lesbian
that?
stuff in the jail. Yes. Is that the part?
Well, Eric, she doesn't, all right. Jennifer Lopez may not get completely naked, but you see enough, and she does an amazing
I don't want-
pole dance.
I wanna see
which
nip.
I think is, for you, there's other nips. There's lots of nips.
I wanna
Just
see
not
her
Not
nips.
Jennifer Lopez nips.
I want to see famous nips.
Even if they showed Jennifer Lopez nips, they'd be like substitute nips. She would never even see
Yeah,
them.
it would
Doesn't
be-
matter.
Yeah.
I could suspend
They would
belief.
cut to a close-up. It would be a different person.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, those aren't Jennifer Lopez. Those are my mom's. Ew.
What the hell?
My mom's nipples.
So what? So you feel this is a comeback now? Was she gone? That she needs a comeback?
Yes.
Wait, you broke up. What'd you say?
What was Jennifer Lopez gone? That you consider this a comeback?
I would. I mean, I can't think of a movie she's done recently that.
Well, she had the TV
is
show with
memorable
Ray
or-
Liotta. That I thought
That was a great
okay.
show.
Yeah, you said it was good.
I loved it.
Is that not on anymore?
No, it was only 3 seasons. But it was planned to be only 3 seasons.
All right,
That
but
was
that's
it.
my point. So it's not like she disappeared. She did that show for 3 years, and
Yeah.
now she's back to the movies.
Yeah.
So
she
I
played
would
Harley.
say then this is a
Tony's
movie.
not a
it's
fan of
movie
Jennifer
comeback.
Lopez. So you're like,
Yeah.
why can't she just stay away?
Breaking news: Cokie Roberts died.
Oh, really?
Who's that?
Oh,
She's a reporter.
Yeah, she's a political reporter.
There's your third.
Cokie.
No, it isn't the
That's
third. It
not
has
the
to be a
third.
rock
It's an
I
idiot.
don't know
star.
who she is.
It has to be a rock star.
Would you, Rick? Would you consider that the third? You had Eddie Money, Rick Ocasek. Would you consider this a third?
Oh my God!
No.
Right? That was yesterday or over the weekend, right?
Well, yeah, Eddie Money.
Well,
I think
they're
was.
in different. They're rockers, though, right? They
Yeah.
they
Yeah, it
didn't
has to be a
really-
rock star.
I would say it's different.
Cokie Roberts
It's
is not a
reporter.
rock
Yeah,
star.
and she. I don't think she wasn't a national reporter. She was just a local reporter.
No,
right?
she was huge.
Oh,
And
really?
she was
Yeah,
big.
she was on.
Oh,
Yeah,
don't
'cause
speak
She
I
was
don't
of
know
her.
any
She was on
newscasters.
This
I've at least
Week
heard
with
of her.
like major.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, she was on This Week.
She was on. She's a big.
What's This Week? Is that a
It's
show?
It's a big political show
Yes. Yes.
for like years and years and years and years and years.
Love that show.
Yeah,
What? How did she die? What happened to her?
Oh,
she's really old.
death.
Oh, was she that old?
She died of
She
death.
was really old.
Just that's for you,
She died
Jeff.
of being really old.
Really, really, really old.
Really old. Really, really old.
Like George Will.
Yes, love him.
You don't know him.
You really
either,
don't know who
yeah.
George Will is?
No.
Oh, all right. I'm surprised.
Who's George
And,
Will?
He's a big political reporter.
I don't
guy.
watch
Who's the
political.
other guy?
Yeah, but he's
Guys.
been around for a long time. Like
No,
you know, like
I've
a
never
Walter
watched him.
Cronkite kind.
Never
Cokie
watched him.
Roberts.
No, Walter Cronkite is Walter Cronkite. There's never
Yeah,
gonna be
Walter
another Walter
Cronkite, I know.
Cronkite. Only Walter Cronkite. He delivered the news, biased, unbiased, neutral.
Which was
That's
it?
a newsman.
Which was it?
Unbiased
You sure?
and neutral. That's a newsman.
She was a long,
Not these hacks today.
long-time Washington broadcaster. She died at 75.
Just like Rick Ocasek.
I'm
No,
just
it's
trying to
not
think of
old.
the show. ABC.
Damn.
It was ABC News. She was a journalist for ABC.
Oh,
News.
ABC?
Oh, who's this guy?
I never
can't
watch
think of his
ABC.
name.
Let me see if I even know what she
Moment
looks
of
like.
silence for Cookie.
Good idea, Rick.
Poor-
Moment
so
of
what do you rate the movie? The stupid
Everybody
movie.
eat a cookie.
The
I
stupid
would
movie.
rate the film. I think it's very good. Acting's great.
No, never saw it in
Directing's
my
great.
life.
It actually, a lot of people are comparing it to Goodfellas.
Get
And
the fuck
I-
out of here.
Yeah, no, they are.
Goodfellas
I would
is the
say it's not
best.
that good. Goodfellas is on a different level, I think, but it reminded me in parts of it.
Never.
Very well
Wow.
shot. Very
How
well
dare
acted.
you.
Wow.
No, I think, and it was good seeing a movie with an all-female cast where they didn't. I don't know. It didn't hammer anything in.
No
like,
way. Goodfellas.
hey, this is a female cast,
I'm
all
disgusted.
strong characters. It was just there. So I would give it a 7 out of 10.
All right,
thought it
7
was
out of
strong.
10.
All right, we'll take it.
Well,
Very
now you-
strong.
now you're
Definitely
partners
good.
with
This is
Paulie.
another-
You got trouble with the bill? You can go to Paulie. Right?
Right. All right, guys.
But now
So
Paulie
I
wants
will
his
talk to
money.
you soon.
Thank you, Rick.
Enjoy. All right, mourn all of our dead celebrities. I'll
Yeah.
talk to you later.
Thank you. Goodbye. Oh, speaking of which, I'd like to change my vote to Alex Trebek.
Really?
Musician.
Listen.
Alex Trebek rocks.
Stop
No.
it.
Well, yeah,
Why, he's sick again?
No.
They said he's got to go back on chemo this year.
You can't use him.
That sucks.
I'm trying.
Yeah,
There's this other guy that I can't think of his name. It's driving me crazy.
George Will.
See, I don't care about musicians dying, but game show hosts, that touches the heart.
Yeah,
And
like
insurance-
George Stephanopoulos
insurance-
took over for them. Like that's
Right.
how big the show was.
Oh, yeah, it's a big show. It's been on for years.
Yeah.
Yeah, game show host /
She
insurance.
just showed me a
company
picture. I
commercial
don't know how.
spokesman.
I don't know who she is. I never saw her.
Really, you never saw her before?
No.
Yeah, she's been around a long time.
No, show me a picture of George Will.
Oh, you'll know who he is.
Yeah, that surprises me actually because he's definitely more exposed than her.
Let me see George Will. And I'll be honest. I'll tell you
No,
if I
of course.
see him or not.
You've seen him.
Oh yes, him
Yeah.
I've seen.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he
Because
was on
he's
a
an
show
ugly.
with her.
He's a weird dude. He's a
Yeah.
weird looking dude.
Very
that's why.
straight.
Yeah, he's a weird looking dude. I remember him.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's on. I couldn't tell you what he was on, but I know.
Well, he's hosted that show. For
Like if
years.
you showed me that picture without saying George Will and say who is this guy, I would know. I would.
But
never
you would
be-
say, I recognize that guy. You might
Maybe,
you might
maybe.
even know. You might even go so far as to say he's a newscaster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna venture
Show me
and
more
say-
newscasters that you think I should know, and let's see if I know them.
Roland Smith.
Black.
Nope.
Then I don't know who he is. I just guessed because of the name Roland.
Ernie Anastas.
Well, yeah, him I know. The local newscasters I know.
Roland Smith wasn't a local newscaster.
He was.
Yeah.
Oh, Antoinette Bjorty Helms. I know her.
There you go.
Stone Grissom. Carol Shafley. What was her name? The one that just retired.
It's Carol Silva.
Carol Silver.
Carol Silva from Hicksville.
Carol. Ad time. All right, you pests.
It is ad time.
All right, the Knock 'em Dead Comedy Show. I said the Knock 'em Dead Comedy Racist Show. As Mark White. All right, so Sally's gonna look up more people while I do the ads, and then we'll play Name the Political Sportscaster.
Sportscaster.
The Knock 'em Dead Comedy Radio Show is brought to you by Bella Vista Pizza. Bella Vista Pizza for the best pizza in the whole wide world. Check out Bella Vista Pizza, located at 154 Minetta Hill Road in Plainview. That's 154 Minetta Hill Road in Plainview. 516-433-4464. That's 516-433-4464. BellaVistaPizza.com, baby. Check it out. And also Gina Conjemi Coffin, licensed real estate agent with Signature Premier Properties. 631-495-7696. Who? Gina died?
No.
Oh,
I almost said Kooky.
Kooky. I'm Kooky for Cokie Roberts. I'm Kooky for Cokie Roberts.
I'm just really old age. I'll
Gina
pay up.
Conjemi Coffin, licensed real estate agent with Signature Premier Properties. 631-495-7696. 631-495-7696. List your house with Gina. She'll work so hard for you and sell your house so fast it'll make your
Head spin.
head spin. That's right. And also
Breast cancer.
And also breast cancer.
and
Brought
also
to you
breast
by
cancer.
Breast cancer.
That's too bad.
That's
she
how
died.
Cokie Roberts died?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks. I
Yeah.
don't like that.
Me either.
All right. And also Knock 'em Dead Comedy, Knock 'em Dead Comedy for the funniest murder mysteries in the whole wide world. Check out Knock 'em Dead Comedy, knockemdeadcomedy.com/show dates for all our upcoming dates and information. If you want to laugh, dance, and sing and be part of the action and see the murder happen right in front of you, then you check out Knock 'em Dead Comedy. If you don't want to laugh, dance, and sing and you want to see the murder happen not at all, and you have it just announced behind stage.
Boring.
Oh, hey, look, somebody died. Where? Where did somebody die?
Prove it.
Prove it. Liars.
Yeah.
Then you go see the other guys. But you want to see the best, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Like I want to see J-Lo's breast.
Yes.
So I'm not going to go see that movie.
Yeah.
But you
Yes.
will come see Knock 'em Dead Comedy.
Yes.
knockemdeadcomedy.com/show dates for all our upcoming dates and information, especially the most important one, which is, Tony, tell them.
October 25th at the Brokerage in Belmore. That's one of the 3 great Governor's Comedy Clubs. You can go to govs.com and get your tickets now. It's a special Halloween bash. We're doing our 80s themed high school reunion show,
Yay.
murder mystery. So wear your best 80s outfits, but wear any outfit because it's Halloween. So you got a murder and you got a costume contest for this Halloween bash. There'll be music. There'll be lots of fun. Don't miss that show. But you can also catch us September 27th at the St. Stephen's Lutheran Church in Hicksville. September 28th.
Still so far.
So far. At Our Lady Mercy Church in Hicksville. October 4th, Frank Steaks. October 5th, Riverhead Library. There's a ton of shows in October. Go to knockemdeadcomedy.com to see our full list of show dates from October and beyond. Information on who we are, what we do, and, of course, booking information, knockemdeadcomedy.com. Don't forget, October 25th at Governor's Comedy Club, the brokerage in Belmore. Lots of great stuff happening at Governor's Comedy Clubs. This weekend, the one and only Anthony Rodia will be on the stage. You get 4 chances to see him. Friday night, twice on Saturday, and once on Sunday. And you can see him here tonight. Sorry Not Sorry with Anthony Rodia with Sal the Voice will be here.
Ooh.
Sal the Voice will be joining us.
I like Sal the Voice.
So come on down.
No, I'm not coming down. I'm not.
That's tonight. All right, calm down.
I'm going to come down. Anthony doesn't know me. He's going to be like, who the fuck is this guy?
You what?
I've never met Anthony before.
Really?
How have you not met him yet?
I don't know.
You have met him.
No, I swear to you, I've never met him before.
How is that possible that you've never met people on this station?
I don't know, because I'm not here at night, because I'm always running around with my little shitheads.
Bonnie wants you to spank her again.
What the
All right, Bonnie, you got it. Come on down.
Bonnie's going to come with us to the Brooklyn Bowl.
Oh, so maybe I should leave Danielle at home.
The Spin Doctors, January 30th at the Brooklyn Bowl. Who wants to join us?
No. Oh, I got to tell her.
And don't forget, speaking of Governors, don't forget 2 nights from now, right here at Governors in the Little Room, Susan the Spicy Psychic. She will be in the Little Room Thursday night. She will be here with us tomorrow morning with her husband, the hilarious Eric Tartaglione.
When?
Tomorrow.
I got to be here for that.
Yes,
what
you
time
do.
are they coming?
They'll be here around 12.
All right.
We
Well, I
have
got my meeting at 9:30. I don't expect it to last too long.
You get here.
Maybe about
damn
an
it.
hour.
Why? And who's coming in at 11?
George Eldey, owner of Wines by Nature. Yeah, you got to be here for that. You guys know wine. I don't know
Yeah.
wine. You got to talk to
But
George.
I'll be at the meeting. Hopefully, it's only.
Maybe.
Well, you tell that
maybe-
meeting-
Maybe
Hopefully
he
it's-
can pick you up. and
Hopefully,
bring
it's
you
only
in.
an hour.
Get through your
And-
conspiracy theories,
and I can-
get through your
What is the man's name?
George Eldey.
George Eldey.
So we'll have George go to the meeting with you and pick you up and help you. And
not a bad
he could bring
idea.
wine.
It's not a bad idea. And then I
you-
could drink and drive.
You could
There you
spend
go.
time with him.
Yeah. So 9:30 tomorrow morning is my meeting.
Don't forget, also in the Little Room this weekend, General Hospital soap star Wally Kurth is playing music. He plays in a band. He will be here. Gateway Comedy has a show this weekend in the Little Room. Nathan McIntosh is playing the Brokerage this weekend in Belmore, and McGuire's in Bohemia. Chad Zumak is playing. And don't forget, all 3 comedy clubs have Sunday Night Funnies. They have the All-Star Comedy Show on Thursdays. They have lots of great stuff. Go to govs.com for information on their full schedule. They have a lot of great shows coming up. Robert Klein is going to be here soon. Artie Lang is coming back here soon. Jay Moore, I believe, has some dates coming up. Lots of great stuff on govs.com, including Knock 'em Dead Comedy, October 25th. All right, so now,
Yes.
it is 12:15. Sally, would you please dial that number for me, please?
Uh-oh. Oh, is this a surprise? It's Annabelle Shiora.
Close.
Is a sexy actress?
Some might think so.
Is it Jackson Gillies again?
No, Jackson moved. He left.
He's not in America anymore.
He left. He moved to England. Remember he told us he was moving to England?
No.
You don't remember that?
I know
I
he
don't
went there.
either. He goes, oh, he's in England now. I'm like, oh, good for him. He's like, no, he left and moved. I'm like, oh, I just thought he was on vacation.
Hook him up with Elio.
I might.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, who's this?
Yes, who's this, please?
This is Shane Coyle.
Hi, Shane Coyle. This is the Knock 'em Dead Comedy Radio Show.
It is a sexy woman.
Hey, what's going on, guys? How you doing?
Good. How are you, buddy?
Doing all right, man. I wasn't sure. I didn't see nothing came up on the caller ID. Usually I don't answer the calls, or usually I'll answer it like, hello. Sorry, no, he's not here right now. Bye. You know.
That is an
How the hell y'all
amazing. Well, I'm watching that prank call, the first one to Joey Cola that we played. That was I was in awe,
Oh, man.
of the transition from, first of all, your normal voice to that voice, and then from that voice to the old lady's voice. I'm like, this is amazing.
Yeah, to be able to do 2 voices.
Right.
Now, what's
Well,
this?
you know,
Go ahead,
what's
go ahead,
crazy
go ahead.
Is when you're prank calling one of the greatest comedians of all time, Joey
Yes.
Cola is by far, and I say this with such positivity in it and oomph in it. I mean, Joey Cola is like, I mean, this is a guy that's literally, I mean, he's funny just off the right off the bat, man. He don't even have to open up his mouth and you can laugh at him. No.
Right. Right.
That's kind of messed up. No, Joey Cola is one of the greats, though, man. So to be able to prank him it was spur of the moment. I'm sitting in the car, and I didn't even know he was doing a Tampa, Florida radio station. I forgot. Well, never mind mentioning them, whatever. But I didn't even know he was doing the radio station until I turned it on. I said, "Oh man, what better way to get in touch with this guy? If I'm going to try and get with the greats of comedy, man, then I gotta really F with the greats of comedy." And that's really the mode that I went into,
right.
man. And it was cool because then all of a sudden, man, he's like, "Dude, what the hell is your problem?" Like, "Wow, you're good, but I mean, come on."
So you didn't know Joey prior to that. This was just, he's on the
no.
radio, I'm going to mess with him.
Yeah, and I do that. I mean, in fact, actually, I just probably about an hour ago, I just got done prank calling just the local radio DJs, and I didn't even record it. I do it for fun. So this is just more than this is more than just me prank calling people and putting it on and trying to make contacts. Man, I live this life. My father, who passed away recently, has. You know, I grew up watching my dad wheel and deal at car salesmanships, and just it was crazy how my dad would get on the phone and he would do voices. Now he didn't have a female voice he could do, but my dad would get on the phone as himself and then as his manager to the same person. He ran Ernie Snyder's car dealership, a dealership, Ford, Lincoln, Mercury, in Wall Township. And my dad would sit there and be like, "Okay, so let me ask you a question. If I could get you, a couple of $1,000 off, if I could, would you?" And blah, blah, blah. And then the person was like, "Well, I don't know. I mean, all right, hold on. I'm going to put you on mute." And my dad would fake the mute button. It's one of the greatest tricks in the world. My dad would fake the mute button. He'd be like, "All right, I'm going to put you on mute. You're going to hear silence. You might hear some music. I'm going to talk to my manager, and I'll get back to you. So hold on." "Okay, no problem." "Hey, John, come here."
What seems to be the problem?
Can we get this deal going?"
I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to go over backwards for you.
"Come on, man. If and he would go back and forth, and this person, they hear the call. They're not going to say, "Hey, I'm not on mute." So automatically my dad became the good guy. Meanwhile, my dad's taking him through the back door with a price and a margin, and he's making thousands of dollars on the deal. And it was like, man, this is cool, Dad. Like, wow.
That's great.
It got to be insane, man. So the transitions came when I was going to high school. And if I start talking too much, guys, just tell me.
No, it's great.
No, it's okay. I'll ignore you anyway, so it's okay.
So he was
the transitions. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
He was a car salesman, and he would set it up and he'd play the manager as the bad guy, him as the good guy, and then he'd basically guilt these people into buying a car.
Yeah, and he's getting invited over to dinner. My dad's delivering the car, and he'll wash the car for him, but meanwhile he's getting $100 tip for delivering it, and he already made $2,000 on the back end. And it was amazing growing up seeing my dad do this, and it's like I had every remote controlled car known to man. My dad was one of the greats. And it was like, and then he took it to another level. When I turned 10 years old, and he showed me the first way to make a prank call by getting the classified newspaper section at 2 a.m., and he literally woke me up for it. "Hey, watch this, son. Check this out." And, I don't know what my dad was doing at the time or whatever, but he was a funny guy, man. My dad was funny. He'd call up a guy, "Yeah, you selling a car?" They'd be like, "It's 2 o'clock in the morning. But you want to sell the car? What? I'm on California time, buddy. Come on, wake up." It was like... And it was great, man. It was like, holy crap, I want to be my dad. I want to see what the hell goes on here. And it was cool, man. And, of course, I'm not going to lie to you. I've used it in many other ways as my, my felonious or felonious record might show. "Hi, this is Jennifer Delia from Bank of America. Can I have your PIN number, please?" You know what I mean? Yeah. I did some crazy things, but make a long story short, man, at the end of the day, at 40 years old, I just turned 40 September 11th. And,
last week. Happy birthday.
Hey, happy birthday, buddy.
Hey, thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate you guys, man. And I've been following you guys, man, for not too long, but I'm glad I did, man. You guys got one hell of a lineup over there, man. And honestly, it's an honor being on your show.
Oh, thank you.
And especially now, it's like, I'm in recovery, man. I got 38, and it's going to sound crazy, like it's not a long time, but it is today. I got 38 days off of any medications, any substances, and I'm in recovery.
Good for you.
And it's the best thing in the world, man. It honestly is.
Really
for the first time in my life, I'm living life on my terms, and it's great.
And what do they say? One day at a time, right?
Exactly, man.
That's
just
it.
for today, even though I'm thinking like, man, fuck that one day at a time shit. I'm going tomorrow too, and I'm going to be sober in a year. And excuse my language, guys.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
I don't know if you guys.
No, it's
all
fine.
right, cool.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
And it's great. We wish you the best. 'Cause we've even talked about Artie Lang a lot, who's now working on his comeback. He, 7 months sober. It's great, man.
Congratulations to Artie Lang, man. He's one of the greats. You know what I mean? And no matter what, and and this is something I've tried to get on. In fact, actually, Artie Lang had Chris Hansen on his show, and they were talking about me one day, and I couldn't even get to the phone in time. I couldn't get on, calling in. But Artie Lang had Chris Hansen to Catch a Predator, because the Predator movement I started.
Yes,
and,
I was going to ask you about that.
Started, yeah, man, I kicked that thing off in the United States. I'm not the one to originate it, obviously. When we talk about the greats, we talk about Chris Hansen, Pop Squad, the UK, but. Man, I got it going in the United States hardcore, and it really took off.
Yeah,
but,
let me. Let me fill everybody in here. Right. Shane uses his talents to pose as a young child, young girl mostly, and to lure sexual predators into meeting with them, and then he busts them on camera.
Right, that's what I wanted to say. That's what I wanted to say. Now, the first video I saw, you were wearing a police style shirt.
Support. Yeah,
right.
Yeah, it says support on the back. Yeah.
Oh, so what does that mean? My point was, I was like, could he get in trouble for wearing that shirt?
No,
you didn't say.
And in fact,
there's no badge anywhere.
He didn't have a badge, and he didn't say I'm an officer, or he didn't say any of that. So he did say the right things. I was like, I wonder if he could get in trouble for wearing that shirt.
Now, there's a thin line, yeah. There's a real thin line. I mean, the shirt that I was wearing, it was a grunt-style support, thin blue line shirt, which I support the boys in blue left and right. I mean, I know I'm a felon, and I did 4 years in prison for possession charges, but let me tell you something.
Really?
Man, when it comes down, I did 4 years in prison. I got out 4 years ago. I've been out for 4 years, and, and fell back into relapse when I got out of, I was clean for 4 years in prison, but I wasn't actively, consciously in recovery. I was just worried about, let me get out this way I could get high and do whatever I want when I get out.
Right.
Now, for the first time in my life, man, it's like I'm consciously and actively in recovery, like wanting sober life, wanting sober good men around me, sober good women around me, and it's really, really been amazing. So
you can hang out with Tony if you want. He'll keep you sober.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
Tony doesn't drink.
I don't even eat.
No, you eat.
Yeah,
I don't eat pizza.
You eat like a baby, but you eat.
I'll get your French fries. You won't be high or drunk, but you'll be fat. Stick with me.
Yeah, he'll only drink water. Like he won't drink anything else. No soda, nothing.
Are we gonna eat toilet paper?
Pretty much. They have great toilet paper here, governors.
But man, with the thin blue line shirt that I wore, support local blue, it's just a support thing. And I'm right in their faces, and I make sure I tell them, I'm not a cop, right? You can make any move you want, and it's really that important, because the movement that we created and that we got going, it was built on a lot of, I was toxic at the time. I was in toxicity. I was actively using Adderall and Suboxone. My thing was, hey, I'm on Suboxone, so I'm in recovery. I'm not using opiates. I'm only using Adderall. And the one hand over the other to cover the next palm. It just got to be so insane. And it was like,
you don't even know what he's talking about.
Yeah, bro. It's like, God, man.
I don't even know what Adderall is.
I do. How do you not know what Adderall is?
It's like legal cocaine. It really is. It's like legal cocaine, and it's used for ADHD, which some doctor in his ever-loving mind told me I had. Oh, you have ADHD. I'm like, okay, cool. So prescribe me some of that cocaine pill stuff you got. It did. It's like, Now, here I am going. Now, mind you, I did 4 years in prison. I'm doing 4 years day for day on a concrete slab for possession charges, while this guy is a child molester in there, and he's doing a year and a day for his third offense. So you can imagine the vendetta that you build up on these guys. And then on top of that, I've got my daughter out there and my son out there, and it's like, you know what, you worry about them more. It's crazy. It's kind of cliche, but you worry about your kids way more, and you care about, keeping them safe way more from inside the walls of razor wire than you do when you're out there. So it was like, man, I had to make changes, man. I had to make changes.
How old are your children?
I got a 5-year-old little boy, which unfortunately fortunately, but I missed his birth while I was in prison.
Okay.
And I have a 14-year-old daughter, so I have full custody of my daughter, and it's amazing. She's my little life.
Wait, you went to jail for 4 years and still have custody of your daughter?
Yeah, man. You can imagine the custody battle, or you can imagine how effed up the ex is, huh?
Right. That's my point. I'm like, wait a minute. That's my point.
Eric's like,
who is she? Said, I'm
what is your wife like?
All right. Well, Shane Coyle. Shane Coyle, newest member of my life coach team. I'm going to have to.
Hell yeah.
Hey, Shane, let me ask a question about the show. Is how do you find people to call to prank for child molestation? Like, is there like a
well, that's
how do you know who to call?
I place ads on social media, and it's
Right.
actually it's like a bait and catch. It's a catfish.
Oh, like a
is what it is.
Craigslist thing or something? And if
Yeah,
anyone
I'll
answers,
put
you
an
kind of get a
ad.
feeling about
Yep.
it?
Well, what we do is we place an ad, and we're outright honest. Hey, 14 years old, home alone, or 14 years old, cutting school today, hit me up. And that's all we'll say. And then these scumbags, these child predators, these devious demons that lurk the shadows of social media for our children
Right.
start messaging me. But it's a bad day for them.
The
because
only
you know
thing-
what?
Yeah, right. Thank you for doing that.
And the only thing I'd
Yeah,
say
hell
to
yeah.
a 14-year-old that said, "Hey, cutting school today," I'd be like, "Get to school, you punk!"
know, get to-
You
Like
little prick.
that would be my response
Right,
if
get
I
to
ever saw
school,
one of
you
them. I'd be like, "Get to
loser."
school, you idiot! What's the matter with
Oh,
you?"
you got to see, man, the disgusting. And the thing is, and I don't know if you've seen the video of me getting, I mean, just rammed into by a child predator in his car. Like I dislocated and ripped my rotator.
No, I didn't see that one. I saw the
Wow.
I saw
Yeah, it
the
was
one
the
with
last
the.
one that I did. It was the last one that I did a couple of months ago, and you know, before we went out and went to the Dr. Phil show and the whole 9 yards, man. That's coming up too. I can't really say too much of what it's about on the Dr. Phil show, but they definitely invited me out there to be a guest about. And it's going to be pretty wild, man. Like, you know, numbers are, you know, I'm getting a couple thousand views on like 5,000-6,000 views after I drop a video. But I know damn well when they see that my heart was freaking in this thing and what the hell I'm capable of doing, I know numbers are going to jump. Not that it's only about numbers, but it is about awareness. And,
Right.
you know, awareness is everything. If you're, you know, the problem with the movement is we got 38 teams nationwide, and it's kind of crazy. Because it's like a catch and release, man. And under toxicity, while I was taking Adderall, I didn't care. As long as I smashed these dudes or I beat them up or I put a pie in their face, whatever it was,
Right.
I wanted public justice, and I wanted it just for me. But I would disguise it as, oh, it's parental awareness, it's this and that. Well, now, legitimately, man, when we're busting these guys,
Right.
you know, they're getting busted on camera. What the hell happens if they're not getting arrested? See, we got to build our own cases. But I have a new way that the movement is going to be kicked off as soon as this show airs, and you guys are going to love it because it's actually going to be taking these predators off the streets now.
Right.
And that's something that everybody has tried to do from day one of the movement, and not many people have been successful. And if they are, they got 200 busts, but only two arrests and one conviction. And it's like, all right, man, we got to take it to another level. So I put my wheels grinding in my head, and I sat down with some heavy duty people, and this thing's going to be huge, man. And we're going to be taking every single one that you see me put on camera is coming off the streets by the end of that camera, and you're going to see it. You know what I mean? And it's going to be cool.
Right.
So,
Right. I mean,
I'm
that's
excited about
that's
that.
insane. That's insane. And how did you get into that again? Because you were just worried about your kids. Like, what was
Yeah,
the?
well, no, this is what happened. I mean, I've done prank calls and prank calls to Craigslist ads, and I've always heard the perverts. And when I was doing prank calls before I was doing predatorial busting, it was like I would talk to these perverts, and I'm just pranking them to make them look like assholes.
Right.
Like, I'm 15. Is that cool?
And some of these guys would be like, yeah, I don't care. And it would
Ugh.
sit and resonate inside my chest. But it was one day that I decided to take action when my daughter's phone, my daughter's phone at 11 years old, or she was 11 or 12, phone's ringing at 1:30 in the morning.
Right.
I'm looking at the phone, and it's one of these applications, these social media applications, calling and trying to locate and calling and trying to locate. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, man, let me read down. And I read down the messages, and the questions are just too adult-like. They're, what's your astrological sign? Now, what 11-year-old kid is asking another 11-year-old kid what's their astrological sign?
Right. It's like some 50-year-old guy.
Yeah, well, he was 52. And it got to the point where I'm like, okay. My brother says, hey, man, go ahead and answer that shit answer it in a girl's voice. And I was like, this before the movement even started. So I'm like, man, fuck it, let me try.
Hello. Hey, what's up? How are you?
And now I'm sitting here bugging out, praying to hear a little kid's voice, and I hear, sweetheart, how are you? Don't get alarmed, but, I'm a little older. Do you like men? Do you like old? And just asking. Now it's like, all right, this is going to be a murder mission, and I'm going to make a bloodbath, and I'm going to paint the sidewalk red with this guy's face.
Right, because he's coming after you.
Yeah.
He's coming after your daughter.
Yeah, and I did. And you should have seen the sidewalk. It looked really good. It was like a red and maroon color at the end of it.
Right.
I had to. I met this guy. I wound up crashing my car right into him, not even thinking, like, all right, man, you're here to prey on my daughter. Right into his car before thinking of anything. And it kind of took off from there, man.
Right.
It took off from there, and I've been all around.
Can I interrupt you?
Like,
What were the consequences of that? Like, so basically, you crashed into the car. Like,
Yes.
what were the police called? Were there?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Now, if he and I can show you this Now, if he wasn't a third-time offender of solicitation of a minor, I'd probably still be in prison or in jail or wherever. But all charges against me dropped 100%. I think I got a reckless driving charge, which, is no big deal. Just chalk that one up with my careless driving motorcycle charges and my stunt doubles.
Right.
I got arrested and unarrested, which I didn't even know existed. But you get down to the police department, you're arrested. And when you get down there, you're unarrested, officially unarrested. And it was like, wow, okay, let me go do it again and again and again. But eventually the unarresting stuff, it kind of wears out,
Right.
And they stop unarresting you. So I had to really tweak and no pun intended, I was tweaking at the time, but I had to really adjust the movements, deals, and what I was going to do and how I was going to do it before doing it again. And it just got to be a melee of just hellish vigilantism at its finest, and the cops were getting so pissed off at me because it was like, man, I'm busting 10 a day or 5. I think I did 6 in a day.
Can I ask you another question? Let me ask you another question, though. If they see that you're successful, right, why wouldn't they go, hey, let's at least, why can't we be a little bit, why can't we just say, hey, let's deputize this guy, let's get him on the payroll for a few months, and let's use his talents as a tool instead of getting angry and upset with you.
Exactly. And you know what? Then, and that was my questions exactly. But I had to throw a few more questions in there like, all right, so now why we're doing this? Why can't the hell you guys, help me out and deputize me? All right, why does it matter that I beat the shit out of 2 guys in a bar one time? Or why does it matter that I used my car as a missile to project? Right. I mean? They see that I'm a felon. And 90% of the guys out there that are doing these busts are felons or ex-convicts. But on the same token, man, listen, this is a community payback.
All right,
but look at Dog the Bounty Hunter. I mean, why not make this thing, like you said, a recognized position?
Right, and then why can't we do this? Listen, who was the biggest felony of all time with fake checks and check cashing? Right, they made a
Catch Me If You
Can. They made a movie about him, and then the FBI ended up hiring him. Right,
Frank something, right? Yeah.
So why can't they do the same thing? Why can't they see the value in what you could bring to the table? And listen,
brother, that's the question that we have, and we don't have enough. I don't want to say we don't have enough good people. It's just our voice only carries so much weight. I mean, if I want my voice to be heard, unfortunately, and it's kind of funny, but if I want my voice to be heard, well, number one, I'm a felon, so it's already looked at as a statistic rather than a serious, notion. So if I want my voice to be heard, well, hell, man, I got to change my voice.
Right.
Hi, it's Jennifer Delia from Senate.
You know what I mean? Like,
right.
It's just not possible. So,
but here's the other thing too. If they do take that risk, yes, you're a felon, you have a record. But if they do take, like, who better than a felon to know who's breaking the law?
Exactly.
Right. But then it'll also give you
been in prison.
Right. But it'll also give you more to do. And more to keep you occupied and away from the influences.
Bro, I wish I had you as an advocate. I really do, because I'll tell you what, that's the argument right there.
Right.
And it got to the point where it's like, okay, we're going to do this thing. It got to the point where the cops were literally in telling me, and I'm not disrespecting any of them.
But
and it's only policy and it's procedure. But it got to the point where I was doing so many a day, causing such a big. I mean, if I was doing a live predator bust, man, you'd have 20, 30 people showing up if I mentioned where it was going to be at, and then they're all involved and they're calling. So it got to be more of a disturbance than anything. And at that time, I can honestly take blame and take reason, because at that time I was in active addiction and I didn't care. Like, all right, you're not going to arrest him. Well, then I'm going to smack him in the face with I'm going to get on a bullhorn and make him hit himself in the face with a pie. I mean, it got to be really crazy, but then I started toning it down. And now, man, I shifted out of fifth gear and I'm in first gear coasting, and I'm just waiting to click the second gear, and it's going to happen. I mean,
right.
Yeah, maybe like a couple of things. Maybe this 38 days is going to make a really big difference in your life. Maybe they're going to look at things. But also another thought I was thinking, maybe it isn't a local police thing. Maybe it's an FBI thing that you should look into, because they actually do that specific thing, and they would hire you. It's hard to go to a police force and say, hey, can I work for the 111th precinct and sit here and help you catch guys? You know what I mean?
And that's amazing.
But the FBI does that.
That's amazing. I'm actually sharing the live feed now, guys. I had to wait till my other phone powered on. I apologize.
No, it's
I'm going to
okay,
share it
thank
right now and let everybody know.
But
You're 100% right.
Right.
You
Now,
know?
have you applied to any of this? Have you spoken to anybody about this? Do you?
You know
what? And by the way,
To be
where do you live?
100% honest,
Florida.
I live in New Jersey now, man. I live in Ocean County, New Jersey. I was living in Florida,
Right.
and I got out of Florida. That's where I went to prison. That's where I got right back into addiction when I got out of prison, and it was like, man, you know, what better way to get back to where my home roots are? And my uncle was a chief of police in the town. I mean, there's a lot of stuff
Right.
that's going to be solidly, beneficial about living back in Jersey.
Yeah, because
You know what I mean? It's
Jersey,
really,
listen, you're in Florida. It's usually nice weather all year, and you're like, it's 70 degrees out. I'm going to go
Yeah.
get some Adderall. Like, who's going to go get Adderall in a snowstorm, right? You're like, geez, I need some Adderall. Like, what better way to get sober as you're like, shit, there's 24 inches of snow out there. I'm not getting Adderall today.
So I got a shovel, not the stuff I put in my nose.
No, I moved to Jersey because they got those self-riding Uber cars. I could have them pick up my dope by themselves.
Uber Eats, Uber drugs.
Uber drugs.
They should probably have that. That's so funny.
Wait, hold
Sally,
on. I'm sharing this.
Sally's like, that's a good idea.
That's a great scam.
Terrible idea.
Hold on, I'm sharing this live feed right now, guys.
Thanks,
real
buddy.
fast. Hold on. I seen you guys had, you guys had a lot of really good connections too, man. And honestly, anything you guys ever need, if you want me to create some exclusive videos just for you guys, like if you got some people you want me to prank, man, we could do it. We could
Hold
get
on.
whoever the heck
This
you guys want.
is where I was first going. Have you ever prank called a prank caller?
I tried to get Sal, the stockbroker. I had him from, he was on the Howard Stern show, and he has no idea because I had a connection that, I won't say the guy's name, but I had a guy that worked for Apple that literally was giving me any celebrity cell phone that had an Apple ID. That's
a good one.
Let me tell you, that guy was like one of my, and I'm going to make him a made man at a prank call mafia, even if he lost his job for doing it. And I told him, if I ever make it, bro, I'm definitely pulling you in. And, and that's the lingo we use, in the prank call, because my page is Shane Coyle's Prank Call Mafia. And, if we get a prank caller, and right now I got a guy by the name of Boggin with Steve. He was like the first made man at a Prank Call Mafia that I pulled in. Yeah, he's a musician right now. And honestly, that guy, if you ever want to have somebody that's funny, and he's just looking at the dude, he just looks like a musician, an artist that he is. Real positive kid, real positive kid. His name's Steve Hollowell, Boggin with Steve. Check him out. But he's also a funny ass prank caller. You know what I mean? And it's not. I don't just pull anybody in and say, hey, come on, join my crew. And this guy, he's actually a damn good dude. But
so you tried Sal the stockbroker. How did that work out for you?
It was his wife. I couldn't get past his wife, man.
Really?
I couldn't get past her. And I hit her with and she didn't even want to tell me because I must have gotten the real private number because my guy gave me the Apple ID, the number, the whole 9 yards. I mean, I had it to the point where I could crack and sign on your Apple ID if I wanted for Eminem, and it was like, I'm not going to do that because I know that shit's traceable.
Right.
But I got to her, and I forget what her name was. I don't know if it was
I went to high school with her, Christine.
Christine, that was it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hi, dear. Number one, where is Sal? It's Jennifer Adelia from Epic and Anson Productions, Paramount Pictures.
And she's just like, wait, who? How'd you get this number? Right, very good. I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
If I ever in my life, if I'm married, I would want my wife to be like her. So Sal, if you're listening, I love your wife.
She was. When I first friended her on Facebook, she's like, "Who are you?" I'm like,
"Yeah, very efficient, man."
I'm like, Christine, we went to high school together. She's like, "What high school?" I'm like, so I told her, I'm like, she's like, "What year?" And I told her, I go, "You lived right next door to one of my best friends. I saw you all the time." But we did hang out in different. Yeah, she did. But we hung out in different groups. She was more, and I'm not going to be mean about it, but she was more like of a dirtbaggy type crowd. Where I was
not going to be mean about it. It's a little too late for that.
Well, you know what I'm saying.
She hung out with a different crowd. That's all you got to say.
I wasn't popular amongst the dirtbags. But she wasn't a total dirtbag, but you know what I mean. She was like the hot dirtbaggy girl.
Halfway, like the one that you don't smell them until you get real close to them,
right?
Like dirtbag.
No. But she was like the hot dirtbaggy girl. She wasn't like the She was like she was good looking.
You always want to sleep with Pigpen, of course.
Right.
The hot
But then, oddly enough, we moved out of that town. So we moved out of the area where we went to high school, and we ended up in the same town now. So
wow, that's pretty cool.
Right, and then I saw her in ShopRite too. I'm like, "Hey, how are you, Hon?" Christine. She's like, "Oh, hi, Eric. How are you?" So yeah,
Remember, I
she
used
called
to
the
call
cops.
you
She's
Dirt
talking to me.
Below. Remember me?
yeah. Hey, dirtbag, remember me? I was walking around with the cheerleaders. Oh,
Hey, that's Sal, huh? Sal
So-
keeping you clean? Literally? No. But I tried to get him, and
right.
And he's one of the greats. You know what I mean? Let me tell you something. I mean, and I wanted to get Stearns, so I had Stearns' info, and for some reason I never had the balls to call him and just do it. Because let me tell you something. When I say this with authority, and I say this with conviction in my voice, not bragging or boasting. But man, when it comes to prank calls, I'm the fucking Eminem of prank calls. I freestyle these things off the top of my head.
Right.
Chances are, if I'm prank calling you, you're not going to know who it is. You know.
Right.
And it's like, oh man.
Now,
You know,
now,
so-
can we ask him? Should we ask him?
About
Do we know
tonight?
the answer? No. Do we know the answer?
Oh, of course I'll do it if it's a prank call. Hell yeah.
Did he prank call us the other day?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask.
No,
that
he
Yeah,
said
he
no.
said that he didn't. Like he said, like a week later, he's like, "No, that wasn't me." But I could have
Oh.
sworn
I thought you
it
meant
was
me.
him.
We never heard from that woman again. I'm still not believing
And
it.
I said no. I just so you.
Well,
just,
you guys thought it was me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, Tony and Sally did. I didn't.
I absolutely thought it was you.
And Steve
No,
Belanger
I
did.
swear.
Right?
Yeah, true. He didn't.
Yeah.
All right,
No,
well,
that wasn't me.
Well, tonight there's a show on. Go
yeah,
ahead, Tony.
are you guys, so the prank call mafia, you guys, is it like a community where everybody who does pranks, like you guys all know each other?
No, but I mean, believe it or not, Shane Coyle's Prank Call Mafia, and kind of taking it back and paying respects to Johnny Brennan from the Jerky Boys, the
Sure.
absolute greats,
Who
guys.
we've
that
had
ever-
on this show.
Yeah, he's been here.
Oh,
yeah.
he's the man. Let me tell you something. I actually, and I'm going out on a limb admitting this, but I pretended when I was 17 years old, 18 years old. I pretended to be him. Had my own CDs printed up. I was 19 years old. I'm sorry. Had my own CDs printed up. It was called Shane Coyle. Shane C. Fears No Caller ID, Volume 2.
Yep,
I never
sounds
had a
just like
Volume
him.
1. It was just like, all right, let's make them. It was a marketing scam. My dad told me, he says, man, just make Volume 2, and everybody will think that, wait a minute, they're missing out on Volume 1, and they'll buy it the second you come out. And I was like, all right, cool.
That's funny.
But I pretended to be Johnny Brennan from the Jerky Boys.
Right.
Now,
Wow.
not on the CD. On the
Right.
CD, it was called Shane C. Fears No Caller ID Volume 2. But I contacted FYI Music or FYE Music. I contacted
Yep.
Walden Books. I contacted all these stores as Johnny Brennan's publicist. Hi, this is Jennifer Adelia, Johnny Brennan from the Jerky Boys publicist. We're going to have him come down there and set up a table. If you don't mind, we'll give you one of his newest CDs. Man, I walked my way into the freaking Ocean County Mall.
cow.
Okay?
Yeah.
Sat down with a cardboard cutout of myself. Now, I never mentioned the Jerky Boys while I'm there. That was just to get my foot in the door.
Right.
Wow.
I get into the FYE Music. Now, I got 500 CDs printed up. I sold every freaking one of them. So, Johnny Brennan, thank you. I might owe you a little money.
That's
You know?
great. All right,
It was
so
like-
do you know the name Anthony Rodia?
Oh, absolutely. Another great.
All right.
Another
Well,
great.
he does a show here every Tuesday night at 8:00. So he's on. So he's on tonight. What are the chances us getting you to call to prank the prankster?
Man, I'll get him definitely. Hopefully, nobody hears this and
Right.
you know they
don't
but
tell on
if
him.
Oh,
anybody snitches,
Anthony's definitely not
yeah,
listening.
Yeah, if anybody
Yeah, but
snitches,
someone
don't
else would be like,
anybody
"Oh,
snitch."
Anthony, guess what?"
Yeah, because
Yeah,
snitches
nobody-
get stitches.
Nobody snitch
you-
on us here.
Oh, he's
Yeah,
a big
Shane will
boy,
come
knows
hit
what
you
he
with a
said.
car.
Wait, what voice did you just do?
Funny like a clown. I'm here to amuse you. I'm here to make you laugh.
Oh, that's
Yo,
spot
Peg.
on.
Yeah, now Anthony does a lot of phone calls in an Italian accent.
Right.
So
Yeah, oh, yeah.
he does his prank phone calls in an Italian accent. I got to watch tonight.
Let's get his ass, man. Yeah, definitely. You guys have my personal cell number. Wait, let me make sure I shared this properly. I definitely should have.
Yeah, we got Lori Fuller saying Shane Coyle's the absolute best. This is awesome.
Tell her she's lying. Tell her shut up. Stop lying, Lori. I'm just kidding. I'm the greatest.
But Shane's got to call here. Like we can't call him.
No, he's got to call
Yeah,
in here.
he's got
Yeah.
to call here.
Yeah, but I'll-
we'll give you the number later.
Yeah, I'll message you. I'll message you from the Govs Radio Facebook page. I'll message you later to let you know we're on. I'll give you
Okay,
the number.
perfect.
Right.
All right.
Hell
cool.
yeah. And if you guys want to make it, you know what I mean, now he's got like a little advantage. I'm sure he's got his followers and they're probably like, oh, Anthony, I'm going to help you. Listen, this guy's going to, but if not, it'll be really good. So if anybody wants to hear some damn good material, let me
Right.
get Anthony tonight without anybody opening their mouth. Nobody say nothing. You know, but it's cool, man. It really is. You know,
Now-
my whole thing. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry, brother. Go ahead.
When we're going back to we're playing some of your videos, not the audio, but we're just playing the videos, and people could see it on our screen. Now, when you're walking up to these child predators, Are you at all nervous? Do you have any butterflies in your stomach? Because and listen, let me just finish. Because as a
pussy,
as a father, as a homosexual father, I was just wondering if my point is, I would be so enraged. I would be so enraged that I don't think I'd have butterflies. I think I'd be.
Yeah, and that's the thing, man.
Right.
Like, you got to take this thing head on. Now, when I walk up to these child predators, number one, I've got 4 years of prison in my belt where I was jogging the track, baseball punching child predators, and just keep jogging.
You're a man.
So and
I would not survive in prison. My ass is soft.
No, bro, it was insane. Like these guys are they're literally walking around and they've got their gangster that's protecting them. But let me tell you something: the politics of prison. If somebody's extorting them, aka protecting them, you walk up to the person that's extorting them. You just let them know, listen, man, I'm taking care of this dude right now, and you're not going to do nothing about it, and you're still going to get paid. So if you want to protect a child molester, well, then you're on the list next. No, go ahead, man. Knock him out. It don't matter. I'm getting paid anyway. You know what I mean? So it was like, really, I built up this vendetta in prison. But then you put that and you mix building a vendetta, being locked up for 4 years for possession, and watching these child predators walk in and out on sexual offender probation, which is the weirdest shit in the world.
Yeah, right.
You know, whatever Yahoo yuppie made that shit up, man, they ought to be, I don't know. But let them be housed with them for a year. But then you mix that with being a father, okay? You mix that with being a father of a little girl and a little boy, and you mix that with being a second-degree black belt in Korean Kung-Do, man, the butterflies turn into flying fists of fury, man. And it's like, I literally learned how to channel that energy to where, I got my psyche and I got my chi, man, to where it's a glowing ball of light through every one of my expandable freaking weapons, like my fists, my knees, my elbows. And my dad, honestly, to go back to my dad, my dad taught me that as a kid. At 10 years old, put me in the Atlantic City PAL. I felt like a drop of milk and a bowl of black ink in there, and I'm respected. You know what I mean? And it's like, wow, okay. So really, the butterflies aren't there. It's excitement. It's adrenaline that's been turned into motivation, and it's really for the heart of it. It's for the expansion of the movement and the awareness for parents against these predators. So you're on the spot like, yo, man, I can't fold. Now, don't get me wrong. Now, a 2,000, 3,000-pound car runs you over, then you kind of get butterflies.
Right. Now, I want to advocate for all the parents listening out there. I'm going to advocate for all the parents. Listen, if you have a son or especially a daughter, please let them dance, let them do gymnastics. That's wonderful stuff. But get these kids enrolled in martial arts, please.
Yes.
Get them enrolled in martial arts because, listen, no matter what happens, no matter what, it could be a friend, it could be a stranger, but men will try to take advantage of women. That's just the nature of it. They want to get laid. They're going to say things. They're going to do things. They're going to do whatever. However, if your daughter walks up to them and says, "Hi, how you doing?" and they introduce themselves, and then the topic of conversation, it comes up that your daughter happens to be a black belt in jiu-jitsu or something, where if the guy tries to get on top of her, she could strangle him to death. Please, all that predatory instinct in a man goes out the window and instant respect happens. Please get your daughter in martial arts. And they can do gymnastics and dance and football and basketball, whatever else they want to do, but get them in martial arts, please. Thank you.
And not only that, and that's a testimonial. Man, I couldn't have said it better myself. Honestly, brother, my daughter, she's been in martial arts since she was a little girl. My son, he's 5 years old. He's got his orange belt now, and he's kicking like a black belt. I mean, of course, he's practicing with dad at the house and stuff. But it is one thing to feel safe because your child is educated.
Right.
It's another to feel safe knowing that your child is trained and highly trained to where, okay, they know how to throw a punch. Your daughter, not only can she throw a punch, but there's 5 more coming after that with a crescent kick or a jump spinning hook kick. And honestly, it's the biggest fear in the world. Every single parent out there, the biggest fear in the world is something happening to their child. So why would you not give your child that right to be trained? I mean, my father did it for me when I was 10. I hated him for years doing it, but then after I got to be 15, 16, and I'm not getting knocked out and I'm fighting 2-3 guys at school at a time, I didn't take the discipline factor so well, and I kind of, instead of making a right turn, I turned left 3 times.
You shouldn't be fighting 3-4 guys at a time. You missed that part of the lesson, Shane. You missed that part.
Exactly. Yeah.
Now my
Yeah,
son who's 15 years old and 100 pounds lighter than me, taps me out all the time.
There you go.
And-
There you
and-
go. Wrestling, anything, man.
That's
All
it.
of that. It's grueling nature
Please.
because listen, if you got to think of it like this: these child predators, these people that prey on children,
Are sick.
it's a disgusting sickness that they're practicing daily by watching social media. There's something that I teach, and you're going to see when I kick off the rest of this movement, and it's where you're seeing me actually get these bastards off the streets rather than just exposing them, and that's coming real soon. And I will give you guys a heads up off air exactly what I'm doing, but.
Right.
When you see these child predators that are lurking in the shadows of social media, and what they're doing is one of their tactics, and I teach this, is they are, okay, say you have a Facebook page. Your daughter has a Facebook page with 2,000 friends.
Right.
That child predator is going to friend request all 2,000 of your daughter's friends just in hopes of getting one to accept. So then when your daughter looks at it, wow, there's a mutual friend. I must say, all right, I'll accept him. And then boom,
that's
there you
absolutely
go.
right. It's amazing that they do that.
Yeah.
Thank goodness
And it's
kids
crazy.
today, they're not even really on Facebook anymore. So,
Yeah, but they're on a ton of other things. Snapchat, which is dangerous. 'cause-
Even the game,
Right.
Roblox, Fortnite. You know how many times I'm on Fortnite? I'm that guy. I'm that voice that will mess with everybody too. But I'm also that guy that's on there, and I'm knocking down their freaking doors. I'm getting their screen names. I got a couple good people that are working with different game companies and distributors and stuff like that. I mean, there's a lot coming, and I've done so much already, but it wasn't enough. And for me, while I was doing all these predator busts and while I was doing all these different things, I was high as a kite. So it wasn't really 100% spot on just for the heart of it. It was also egotistical nature. It was also, but now, man, all of that shit's out the window, bro. The old days are old ways, and I'm telling you, the new days are coming, man, and they're coming hard
it's
with my
sick.
recovery.
It's sick. But we
You
got
know.
Penny saying Shane is a hero who doesn't wear a cape. I'm going to go a step further
Actually,
and
I'm
say,
wearing a cape right now. Just a cape. Naked.
and that's all he's wearing. I'm wearing a cape. And
That's it. I'm Porky Pig in it.
I'm gonna go a step further and say he's not the hero we deserve, but he's the hero we need.
That's
Isn't that
cool,
from
man.
Batman?
You're a geek.
Isn't that from Batman?
And when a hero comes along.
And Patty said they
Yeah,
are
what it
gross.
is.
Another group just caught someone in my town. It was my daughter's best friend's. I'm gonna throw up.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
It is.
that's
It's
the
always
danger of
someone
it,
they
man.
know, you know?
The danger of it is you don't know where, when, how. I mean, while I was in prison, and let me tell you this, guys, while I was in prison, some of the what looked to be like the sweetest little old man. Hi there, how are you? No, my
that's
name is
it.
Anthony, and I'm 79 years old. I've
Right.
been in prison 28 years. Why are you here? Molesting 431 children.
Oh,
and it's
my
like,
God.
oh, wait, I just knocked on your door with my kids on Halloween. Like, wow, you don't know who they are.
Right,
And
right,
that's the
right.
danger of it, man. So
Now, would they admit? Would they admit
another
it?
thing
or-
that oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Would they admit it, or would they really?
Oh,
would they say I'm here for check fraud? Or
yeah, because
Because they're going to find out. You know?
90% of them. Yeah, 90% of them. There's no denying it. When we got the chat logs and we're smashing the chat logs in their face and showing them and hearing the. See, what's good with me and the group that I created, the Ultimate Decoy, and it's no longer up. And there's a bunch of pages. If you see any pages, the Ultimate Decoy, don't follow them. It's not me. It's people pretending to be me, and then you might wind up getting a whole freaking eyeball full of males' penises or pornography that pops up. I mean, it's crazy to the haters, but
nothing wrong
for
with
me,
that.
It was.
Wait, what am I following again?
Hell yeah.
Ooh, penis.
I love you, man. That's freaking awesome, dude. The biggest thing for me was, okay, I'm going to let my followers, the people that support me and the people that see what I'm doing, they're going to see and hear me talk to this predator. It's not just the chat logs. I'm calling the predator now live on Facebook, and some of them tried to sue the shit out of me, and they got nothing. I mean, let me tell you something. I got such a good lawyer, man. I'm such a good lawyer. And these guys, they tried suing me for wiretapping, and they say, yeah, kiss my ass. I'll tap every wire I can to a child predator. So
Right.
what happens is, these listeners, my followers, and I call them my family. It's not followers or fans. It's my family, man. It's a prank called Mafia Family.
Right.
What they do, they get to see and hear the predators. One of them I made get a tattoo. I don't know if you've seen that bust, but I'll send it to you. The child predator is a truck driver, and he got a tattoo, thinking that my nickname, I told him I was a little girl, and I told him my name was Tud, T-U-D.
Yeah, so if you really love me, go ahead and get a tattoo with my name on it.
And he's like, I will. This son of a bitch got TUD thinking it was the girl's nickname when really that's the ultimate decoy.
Yeah, the ultimate decoy.
Holy moly.
That's funny.
Yeah, and I'll send that one to you guys. But make a long story short, they get to see and hear these natured beasts, these disgusting creatures speaking to me as I'm a little girl. And it gets pretty graphic. So you can imagine the emotional roller coaster that I'm going through. I'm on the phone at 6 p.m. talking to a child predator. He's saying he wants to do this and do that, and I'm pretending to be a 14-year-old little girl or a little boy. And then I got to go and hang up, and I got to have dinner with my own kids and my family at the table.
Yeah,
and now
it must
the
be
phone's ringing
difficult.
again. I got to go be a child that's being, and it got to
Yeah, it
be
must
so
be
intense.
difficult.
Right.
I'm like, you know what? Let my followers hear this. They need to see it and hear it. This way, when I am busting them, there's no remorse whatsoever. And there's a lot of stuff that goes on. Now, I'm not sitting here, and I want to make it clear, I'm not sitting here telling everybody, but there was a time I told everybody, hey, go ahead and create a chapter of the Ultimate Decoy in your town and go bust. I'm not at all saying that. What I'm saying is there needs to be police involvement. There needs to be some type of way smear the streets. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm going to be doing. And I'm saying that with confidence and going to pay to do that onto all of the groups that have been generated from my group. And that's going to be really good. So that you're going to see a big shift in this movement, and you're going to see this movement blow up again, bigger than ever, unbelievably, and it's going to be phenomenal. It really is.
Well, I mean, good luck with that, man, because it's a great cause. And, listen, the kids aren't going to protect themselves, unfortunately, and they have to have somebody look out for them. And not everybody has aware parents, and, whether they be busy at work or they're busy with their life or they're maybe not just mentally aware of what's going on. My kid plays online games, and every once in a while he'll get off and he goes, Dad, that guy was weird. And I'm like, did he say anything?
You're gonna see it.
And listen,
Crazy,
I go,
man.
and I tell him, I said, did he say anything to you? I said, listen, it's not your fault if he said anything to you, but please let me know if anything like that happens.
Absolutely.
And he goes, no, he was just a weird guy. And I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, and I have to keep digging. And, a lot of the times it's like, oh, no, he was getting mad because he was losing and he started cursing.
Yeah,
so I'm like, okay, fine. Still get
You
off
have
the
to
game.
always talk to your kids. Just
Right.
talk to your
And
kids
that's
all the time
thing,
about
man.
it.
Yup, and you being involved with your child, that alone right there is 50% of the battle. If you have a child that's now, and listen, there's a lot of and I'm doing a lot of stuff that's off air. It's not on Facebook. I'm doing a lot of teachings. I'm doing a lot of I'm going to meetings every day, which are training myself and helping me just be me. And it's like I'm passing these messages on motivationally, but also, man, parentally. And if you have a child, let's put it this way: if you have 10 parents, okay. And all 10 of those parents have a 10-year-old little boy or little girl that's 14 years old. And each one of those 10 parents, their 10 children have a cell phone. If you walk up to all 10 of those parents and sit them down in a chair and say, hey, there's a sexual predator preying on the likeness of your child, trying to locate your child in their phone, find them. Most parents wouldn't know what to do.
Right.
They'd be like, if they look at the phone and see Instagram and Snapchat and Twitter and Tinder and Grindr. And
that's the thing I
they
don't
know
like
what to
about
do.
Snapchat, because the messages disappear.
Right. I don't like that either.
Well,
So-
there's a way, and I'll show you guys that too. There's a way to actually memorialize all of the stuff in your child's phone, not to be a snooping parent, but to be a safe parent. And there's a lot of stuff that, what I teach and what you'll be seeing very soon, the platforms are already built and they're going to fill up by the thousands. But what I'm teaching is parents, if you're worried about your child, and you should worry, it's not even worry, it's be diligent in your child's safety. When I say worry, it's not about the worry, because every parent worries, but no parent, not every parent takes action diligently.
Right.
But basically,
And on the other
Go
side,
ahead,
too, you don't I want to learn those things because I want to make sure my son's not the one being, not necessarily that he's being a sexual predator, but you know what I mean? I want to make, he's a bit of a wise guy, so sometimes when he gets cursed at,
and you're gonna
when he
come
gets cursed
across
at
that.
on his video games, he probably deserves it, but...
There's nothing, like you said before, don't be a snooping parent, be the snooping parent.
Right, but my point is,
parent.
I want to make sure he's not making fun of, the fat girl in the class or the weird kid.
Exactly.
I want to make sure
Yep.
he's not that kid either.
And
So
you said it perfectly, because that's where it ties into. Once you're teaching parental awareness and you're teaching about child predators, it all ties into bullying, because all these scumbags have derived from some kind of sickness, some kind of way. And I was the first one to say, "Oh, child predators, it's not a sickness. They should all be castrated and killed." Now listen, if they're not being castrated and killed and they're still out there, there's got to be another way, and we got to get them off the streets. Right. And without saying any more, there you go. And it's going to be happening, and it's going to be happening at a rapid pace with me, and I'm looking forward to working with the people that have already locked in with me. But, my thing is I teach these parents, hey, check this out in a mom's group. There's a lot of different things, a lot of different moms groups that I'm doing that I'm actually getting ready to go on one real hardcore too. But parents, if you want to know these applications, if you don't know them like the back of your hand, you can't really safely say, hey, I checked my kid's phone in full. So why don't you do this? If you got 5 friends and you're talking to just basic iMessenger or regular Verizon Messenger, download Snapchat and start talking to your colleagues at work on Snapchat. Get familiarized with the application. This way, when you do have that 5-minute window, your kid's in the shower or whatever, you want to check their phone, you know where to go. All right, I'm going to check the location on Snapchat. I want to make sure longitude and latitude are not set. I want to tell them that don't check in at any restaurants. And boom, you do it in 5 minutes, as opposed to 5 years of worry and trying to search for a missing child that you wish you did
advice.
it for. You know what I mean?
Right.
I remember this Oprah episode I saw one time, and it was this guy, a little bit similar like you, Shane, and he went on, he knew he was going on the show, and he was just talking about predators, and so he had this audience member, he contacted the husband and said, and worked with him and said, I just want you to know your child is going to be safe, but we're picking your wife. And he just sent her this random email, and it said Hallmark or something. She opened it up, she hit the link, and in seconds he had access to the video so he could see her on the computer.
Wow.
And it was like neat. It was like the one day where like in Oprah land, everyone put like duct tape over the camera, because you never know if you've done that. Like we're older, we're all learning, and the kids know more than we do. And how can we help them if we don't know?
It stems down to this. Listen, our kids, you have to put it like this. These child predators, these people that are playing in the likeness of our children, they have children's minds, but in the most creative, astonishingly Einstein smart way. And it's disgusting to say that, but you got to think of it like these predators, they're adults, okay? And they're preying on little sponges, on children where their minds are still developing. So if a kid sees, he's on Fortnite and somebody wants to gift him 1,000 V-Bucks, which costs 99, or 5,000 V-Bucks, which costs $99, your kid's going to automatically, oh shit, V-Bucks for Fortnite, I could get new skins. And then boom, that's the predators in. And it's just, it sucks because my main thing is not only the parental awareness, but it's also getting in there and speaking at these schools. And that's what comedy is my stage and my setting and my persona and my personality. But man, parental awareness of these children's applications and safety of children, that's my life, man. That is my life. And that's what, meeting good guys like you guys to spread the word, like Joey Cola, Mike Marino. I'm going on Mike Marino's podcast tonight, man. I don't know if you guys seen Mike before, but Mike's a good guy too. Yep. Man, I'm going to be down there in his mother's basement tonight, broadcasting live with Mike Marino. So I encourage everybody to watch that. It's going to be a good show. And I'm tying in with some heavy hitters and some real do-gooders, so to speak. You know what I mean? And that's where I want to be around, because everything else that I was around, granted, it's flashy and flowery on the outside, but on the inside, I was dying, bro. Now that I'm in recovery and I have my sobriety and I have it for today, man, the world is mine. The world is mine. You know what I mean? And when I say the world is mine, everything good in it. Everything good minus the bad. And that's what I'm looking forward to.
Right.
Very nice.
Well, I hope you have a good support network in place, and I hope you're hanging around the right people. I hope you're, and listen, I'll send you my number afterwards, and if you ever need somebody to just bullshit with or talk to, you can give me a call.
You guys are out in Jersey or no?
No, we're in Long Island.
Long Island. Oh man, I'm an hour away from. I'm maybe an hour and a half away from New York. Man, we got to get in. I'll come in to see you guys. Say the word. I'll be there tomorrow if you want.
Absolutely. Tomorrow. Well, tomorrow we have a bunch of guests, but we'll set it up for. Whenever.
Next week.
Anytime you guys want, man. You guys say the word, and I'm there, man. You guys are a damn good group of guys, and I plan on making and girls. I'm sorry. Honey.
No, Sally's a guy.
I don't care.
Sally's a man.
Oh, okay.
That's why she's with Tony, because Tony likes men.
Stop it.
Hell yeah. Well, that's okay. Seriously, Tony, what's up, baby?
Nothing wrong with that.
One for everyone.
Yeah, I love you guys, man, for real, and I thank you so much for having me on. And
thank you.
Spread the word to all your buddies, your comedian buddies, man. Tell them I'll jump on any card, anytime, anywhere, just as long as I'm getting a chance to spread my humor and spread the safety for children, man, for real.
Absolutely.
All right, so we'll set something up, and and hopefully we'll hear from you tonight on Anthony's show.
Yeah,
cool.
Absolutely,
oh, that'd be funny.
Man. Send me a
that'd be
message.
great.
Give me the number to dial in, and I got you. I'll get them.
All right, I'll be in touch with you later.
On them now.
Thanks,
You
Shane.
got it,
All
guys.
right, talk to you
Love
later.
Thanks, Shane.
Thanks so much for spending the
Shane-
time with us.
Shane
Hell
Coyle,
yeah, man.
everybody.
You got
All right.
anytime.
Shane Coyle, Prank Call Mafia. Check him out. Prank Call Mafia, Shane Coyle. That's our show for today. Tony, hit the rest because we're almost running out of time.
All right, just real quick, one quick announcement. Carrie Karavis, September 25th, she is taping a special at the Argyle Theater Wednesday, September 25th. Wednesday, September 25th. Get your tickets. She's actually giving free tickets away to see her show because that way she'll have a full house for taping of her special. It's at the Argyle Theater in Babylon, so contact Carrie for that. And don't forget us. We are back tomorrow. We have Susan, the Spicy Psychic, tomorrow. She's doing her show in the Little Room here at Governor's in Levittown on Thursday. Her husband, comedian Eric Tattaglione, who is hilarious. He's been here before. He will be joining us as well. And George Eldey will be joining us as well. He is the owner of Wines by Nature, and we'll have some fun with him. So that is our show for today. Thank you guys for hanging out today and laughing with us, talking to Shane. We'll see you guys tomorrow at 11. See ya.